the same party, so you should just get dragged into the lobby with me.
Okay.
Unbelievable!
Dr. Jonas _ just resubbed for 55 months.
Thank you for
1
the
month
sub.
later, the in-house comes back home.
Yeah, it's been a long old time since we did the in-houses. Obviously, I was on holiday for some time, and for that I make no apologies. But we are back, and I am joined this evening by my special guest, one of someone who knows more about Dota than any man in the universe. It's Kev. Kev, how are you doing? AKA Purge.
I'm good. There's probably good 30 to 50,000 people that know more than Dota about me, but I appreciate the compliment.
A humble brag.
Skeezy Chorus Twice just resubbed
30
for
to
17 months.
50,000 people.
Hello lads.
How can you
Probably,
quantify that? Is that because you're thinking of people that are higher ranked than you?
Yeah. It's easy to you can count immortal players on each region. So add those all up, and yeah, there's probably plenty more.
Kev, have you ever used strats.com?
Nope, never heard of it.
Okay.
You selling out right now?
No, I'm not. It's just a literal cool website. If you go to broadcast channels and join Goon Top Trumps, I have a wife 36. Join my channel.
You're still talking to me?
Yeah, you.
Broadcast channels in game, okay.
And then Goon Top Trumps. Unbelievable!
276 Rick just
Sorry,
resubbed
what kind
for
of channel
12
is it?
months.
Are you in the
Dota.
lobby?
No. Wait, yeah, I think I'm right.
Unbelievable!
Oh, that's what you meant.
276
Yeah.
Rick
Broadcast.
just
Okay,
resubbed for
okay.
12
Sorry, they are
months.
called broadcast channels. Maybe if you were a professional Dota caster,
Yeah.
you'd be aware of
Yeah, I
this,
guess that
but
was why I was confused, yeah.
Unbelievable.
You could just been like, join the lobby.
Dave _H just
I would've been like,
resubbed for
okay.
83 months.
Kev, have
you
you
return
ever-
to the
have you ever
in-houses with
cast any of
special
these
guests
before?
just to show why you don't need to step aside for a schwinn.
My impression is no, but maybe years ago it's possible. I don't know how long you've been doing these.
Like,
Making fun of your viewers.
quite a while now.
Hmm.
So if you go to audio and turn on
You want me to
open
do that?
mic voice chat team, this is you, and then do
Okay.
mute co-broadcasters.
Yep, got that.
Yeah, that'll mean
This is
that.
being broadcast, huh?
Well, we actually have a ticket, believe it or not.
Why?
I
Why'd they
don't
give
know.
you?
I don't know, just because it would be funny. But
Okay.
this is not. There's no money. You just have to be a subscriber of this measly channel.
I see.
For that, there's no real logical reason behind it, as far as I can tell. But it is funny.
Okay.
These lads
I
are
see.
terrible, by the way. Like, I
I
don't
see
know.
you're on a loss streak. What's going on?
Oh, it's been bad, dude. First of all, fuck this patch. I'm sick to death of it. So I'm kind of mentally tapped out on the patch. Also, I was kind of playing a bunch of other games and occasionally playing Dotes. I had a bit of a Tarkov addiction going before I went away on holiday. Then I was away for like nearly 3 weeks of no Dotes. Came back. It's been terrible. Like, I'm playing badly because I've barely played and just kind of not there mentally. And then I tend to play in morning stacks. My Discord, Kev, attracts a lot of POS 5 players, like a lot. And they're all like Herald or below, because I think that's the role.
It doesn't go much lower than that.
Right.
But,
So, yeah, well, you do go below Herald. You go to Goon Herald, which is Herald 3, but they should be like brass. They shouldn't be Herald anything. They should. There needs
it's
to
like
be a rank below.
it's like 10 MMR, but you can't go lower than 10. So they're just
Exactly.
like, well, you're all 10, I guess.
I've
you know.
played 50 games of Dota, and I don't know how to play anything apart from Witch Doctor. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like there's a lot of
Zarok
support
just
lads,
resubbed for 34 months.
in the
In
Discord.
here's night /o/.
So the problem is, we build a stack with me and 4 goons, and the issue is that they all want to play POS 5, or they'll play a POS 5 as a POS 4, and then we'll have someone who's like, I'll play Mars. It's like, all right, and they're like, right, I've never played this hero before. What do you do? So it's like that, and then someone who can only play one carry. And the carry's like already been counted, but that's the only one they can play. So it's a lot of games like that. And then you've got me mid. I always go mid in those games. So it's just
It's like playing-
some pretty
like-
bad games.
It's like caster stack, same thing. But there's a lot of support players too, so I usually have to play a core role, and I'm okay at them, but like I'm better at offlane and supports. So
Wait,
it
there's
can be
a lot of supports in the caster stacks, really?
yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Let's see. Cat plays offlane and support.
Yes, he
I
does
kind of
play
play
offlane,
everything. Lyrical plays offlane and support.
Yeah, he's a dark,
Nami
dark
only
six
plays
fan.
support.
Yeah.
Trent only plays support. Flax only plays support. It's like there's quite a few. Maybe it's just the people I play with. I only play with cowards or something, but
No, I think it's selfless, good people. You know, if you want to support a game of Dotes, I mean, obviously Flax doesn't fit into that at all, but
yeah.
I think that if you only played techies for like 2,000 games, you know, it's hard to suddenly bend your mind to playing mid or carry or something like that.
Yeah.
Carry is also really boring.
Yeah, I mostly agree. I think it's the most boring. I look at I have my my hero sorted by roles with Dota Plus or whatever, and I look at all the carry heroes and I'm like, I don't fucking want to play any of these heroes.
Yeah.
None of these heroes look fun because
Yeah.
they're so boring for the first like 15 minutes. It's
Oh
just
my
like your
God,
lane
yeah.
is bad, and then you just go jungle by yourself, and it's like, bro, this is not enjoyable.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I've played some carries before where I've got super farmed and you just go and fucking kill everybody. It's fun, but it's not like fun in the same way that playing half the other heroes in the game is fun. Because the thing is, if you're just super farmed and you kill them, you feel like, well, how much of this was me hitting creeps, and how much was my team basically keeping the enemy team busy for 30 minutes, and now I'm like uber farmed, and then I just, well, of course I come and win. Like it doesn't seem as exciting. It just doesn't seem as good. Can I turn myself up? Someone says. Let me know. Is that better, chat?
It's the first time I've heard that before, that I'm louder than the person.
Well, I've got you. First of all, you got a very good mic. Second of all, I've got you at 87%, so I've had to turn you down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what people are fucking. Honestly, my stream is full of moaners. They love a moan up. They'll complain about pretty much anything. Oh, a coin has been tossed. It's Father Jonathan's pizza against, I don't know what that is, but it looks like a man having a sausage shoved in his mouth.
It's
have
a
a look.
gun, actually.
It's like an old musket.
Yeah, yep, looks like that, all right. It's an interesting thumbnail.
So I was at a wedding this weekend just gone, and Jack was at that wedding, and LDC was at that wedding. Nutkin was also at that wedding. So 3 of the 10 players, almost a third of the players in this game, were at the wedding just gone, which is exciting.
Do you have any good wedding examples from things they did in real life? Bad dancers, get too drunk, anything like that?
There was only one lad who got too drunk. I'm not going to name names. Everybody who was there knows who it was. It was not one of these 3 lads.
Okay, I was going to say, where are they in this lobby?
But I met Mrs. Jack and Mrs. Nutkin, and they were very, very nice ladies. LDC, he's what's called Third Luke. There are 3 Lukes on the Discord that I know of. There's Luke, Dark Luke, that's his name. He is also brown-skinned. He named himself Dark Luke. And then LDC is Third Luke. So there's a lot of Lukes. I don't know why. You don't meet a Luke much these days. But we've got 3 of them.
That Papa John's picture. Guys.
He's a nut. He's an absolute nut.
He's got some problems.
I saw a video of him and his son. Did you see this video? This is a couple of years ago.
I don't think so.
It's like he's almost doing a tour of his house and talking about Papa John's and stuff like that. And it's so uncomfortable. Like at no point does his son feel like he's spoken to his father in several years. Like it really did not feel like a family thing. Like there were no jokes. The son was like super stiff, like almost like an actor, but you could tell he was just terrified of his old man. It's people like that, you know, they're not nice people. The Papa John's guy, he's not a nice man. His head is very square in that picture. It looks like Frankenstein's pizza.
You know what he kind of looks like? He looks like Simon Cowell in that photo, actually.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
he legitimately does.
His funny sort of greaser, 1950s greaser style haircut that he's got in that picture. You expect him to pop a flick knife out of his pocket in an argument over a girl or a jukebox.
Yeah, I could see that. Or he's just been like at I saw like a picture of him smashed at a sport. I don't remember, it was a basketball game or something. Just like drunk out of his mind, taking pictures of fans.
Just resubbed for 19 months.
That's kind of what it reminds me of.
I mean, honestly, if all he was known for was getting drunk at sporting events and taking pictures with fans, I'd be like, what a lad. Like, that seems fine.
Yeah, go live your life, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little problematic.
That picture just says to me, this guy's a fucking nut. It looks like he just said, can I have one with less pepperoni? It's like, what do you say about pepperoni? How dare you? This has been scientifically proven to be the exact right amount of pepperoni to put on a pizza. You don't know what you're talking about. That's why I'm Father Jonathan. And you're nobody. First pick Viper, Kev.
Wow, it's like the bands ignore meta, but the picks pay attention to meta. It's very interesting.
So, to give you some idea of what the meta, the goon meta, for one thing, these are heroes the lads just don't want to play against. Or heroes that they know the other lads can play. So, nobody wants to play against Purge, and nobody wants to play against Sniper. So they just ban those two heroes. Equally, no one wants to play against Silencer, and I assume that they think that someone on the other team is a good Snapfire. So that's why they're banning this hero. You don't need to ban things like, you know, meta heroes and all that very often, because a lot of the time the lads can't play them.
Yep. No Chen picks here.
No, God no. We do very rarely see it. We have had some Chen picks. So the gun in the picture, by the way, might be an Ioka pistol from Rust.
Oh, okay.
Venge and Warlock, a 5, and I hesitate to say, but another 5 picked yet again. The lads love this.
Yeah. It's very common actually when, and I do this sometimes too, where I'm forced to play 4, but I generally like the 5 heroes better, and I force it into a 4 roll, and it just doesn't work because then you don't have like a second initiator, you don't have somebody that scales well. It tends to be a big problem. But when MMR is all over the place, really doesn't matter at all.
Well, so. I will give you another little glimpse into the world of the in-houses. However well you think one team is doing after half an hour, nothing is for certain, because these lads, I've seen people throw. I'm like the cyborg in fucking Blade Runner. I've seen things you wouldn't believe, Kev. Honestly, it's unbelievable. The throws, often because of the mid just buys the wrong item. Literally wrong itemization, losing games. It's that bad. So don't give up. If it looks like the lanes are going poorly for one team, fear not. There's also other things to know. Roshan is often not seen as an objective worth taking. So quite often they won't go for Roche.
You forget. I get it.
It takes 4 men to go and get a tower. They assume every tower is going to be defended to the hilt. They will not take anything less. Like, you won't just send a couple of lads to go and poke at a tower and maybe take it. They'll send everybody. That'll happen quite often.
And if one person pings a smoke, everyone on your team crosses the fucking Rocky Mountains to get there.
It's got to be a 5-man smoke. It's got to be a 5-man smoke.
Anything less than that.
And generally speaking, I would say a lot of the time, the way that these lads win games is that one person will call the shots. And we have an end of season awards. It's every 6 months we do an awards. We do it halfway through the year and at the end of the year. And the awards are voted for by members of the in-houses. And it's things like best teammate, stuff like that. Player most likely to get to Ancient, that kind of stuff. So it's quite sweet. It's quite fun. Best shot caller is an interesting one, because quite often it looks like there isn't a shot caller. But there really is. Sometimes a goon steps up and starts to call the shots, and they'll be like, it made such a difference. Because otherwise they'll just walk about. Like, it's all purely, if the enemy team's poking a tower, that will get your attention. If the entire enemy team is dead somehow, that's when you might take an objective. Otherwise, people just walk about. There's a lot of walking about.
Yep. Yeah, that's very common, actually, because some people just kind of play it by feel. I do the same thing. So sometimes I might jungle too much or things like that. It's the same where, like, if neither team crosses into enemy vision, everyone just plays their side of the map.
Right.
And, like, the difference is sometimes, like, you put one aggressive ward down and you see a hero farming on the enemy side of the map, and your whole team's like, oh shit, there's a hero. Let's go kill him. But if you didn't have vision of him, they'd just be like, oh, There's nobody else in this game other than my 4 teammates. Like, just keep farming, I guess. You know.
Like, what do I do? Yeah, it's weird.
Where could they be?
I will say that one of the #1 things I think that's a little bit annoying to me is we'll have a hero like Axe, an Initiator, and for me, the 3 and the 4 should really be the ones driving the tempo early on. Like, your mid and your carry are both going to want to farm. I know whenever I play mid, I'm farming as much as I can, and if you say to me, can we gank this guy, then I'll do it. But unless I'm playing a particular hero, I generally won't be looking for ganks myself. I'll be hoping that the 3 and 4 can find them, and then I'll come over and do something. Like that's my selfish way of playing. So if you have a 3 that doesn't want to do shit and just sort of stands about, the goons generally won't do anything. Like, they won't follow them into the battle or anything at all. They'll just sort of stand around. They could flex this Viper with this Axe. That would be a pretty grisly lane. Viper Axe, Wraith King Dazzle? Come on.
Yeah, I guess that does sound potentially very good. I like the Dazzle pick a lot. Grave against Necrophos is good. Obviously, they picked it before in the Necro.
Yeah.
But I like that save. I think there's some burst damage issues maybe on Father Jonathan's Pizza. That part could give them struggle. Like, they have damage, but it's kind of like damage over time from Viper, plus some Axe Blade Mill stuff.
But the problem with all those dots is, Kev, you've got Dawnbreaker and Necro and Warlock. So you're like Team Dot against Team Heal. Like, that's going to be pretty tough.
That does sound a little tough for sure. Yeah, if Necrophos can stay up front and be tanky enough to survive the initiation, I could definitely see him turning fights and getting a kill. Plus, they can do swap stuff too, which is going to make Dazzle Grave a little bit weaker. But I don't know. On paper, both teams have decent lineups. The Axe is maybe the weakest hero of the 8 on the board right now, but it can definitely work.
I mean, he's just not. He's not a hero you ever see picked, is he? Like, I can't remember the last time I saw
in
Axe.
pros. Yeah, it has some success in pubs, and you know the chop scale is kind of cool, but it's a little bit hard to get it effectively.
I think Jenkins did a something about this where he was saying that if you don't get the dunks, your game is over. Now, I'm not sure I agree with that, but the thing is, if you think about Necro, if you were 30 minutes in and you hadn't got any kills with your scaling ult, you'd feel very, very bad about that hero. You'd think, well, this fucking sucks, because the hero's kind of now, I feel like, built around the fact that as it goes on and it fights longer and longer, what can you do? Like, he really is just so fucking tanky. Someone says Axe is a weak laner. I would agree with that against anything other than a melee core. I think he's very strong against melee cores. I really do. Because you can't fight him in the wave. If you, I mean, you know, he does get quite tanky. He can harass the support from range with the Battle Hunger, and if you've got a support with him who can also do the same, I think Axe Viper could really bully the fuck out of people. Because whoever their support is, he's going to have to deal with Viper and Battle Hunger, and if they pick a melee carry, they're going to have to go up against Axe. He calls you in a creep wave. That's a lot of fucking damage.
It can be, but I feel like the hard thing for him is getting his Vanguard at a good time. It's not as reliable as some other offlaners like Centaur, because you know the spin is kind of erratic, so you miss last hits here and there.
Yeah.
And then if your Vanguard gets delayed, you're kind of struggling. I don't know if it's the best Axe game. It will be a core Viper, so Viper mid, I guess.
Well, you say that. Mid Ogre is a bit of a staple.
Really?
Yeah, I play it a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's stupid as hell, but it is fun. And never say never is what I'm saying. The thing is, if you do run Axe Ogre, I think that's a sadder lane than Axe Viper. I think Axe Viper would be a lot more fun and more winny than Axe Ogre. But I guess Battle Hunger plus Ignite would be pretty strong. I mean, the thing is with mid Ogre, Kev, you get a Midas, and then you can get whatever the fuck you want. You get your Hex, you get your Dagon, whatever. And you'll obviously...
Yep, everyone sits around.
Of course. They'll be sitting around for 20 minutes. Ogre will become enormous. Job done. I'll be back in a sec. That's my cider delivery.
Never said that in my life. But Ted does like a cider, I get it. Yeah, Ogre mid can certainly work. Yeah, the side lanes are not that great for Father Jonathan. But Axe Dazzle could kind of work too. That's kind of synergistic. 2 sources of physical damage. Get a little Blightstone there. A little Poison Touch, a little right click. Last pick will be a Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger looks pretty sick. They have very kiteable heroes here. They don't have very good gap closers either, with the exception of like Blinks on Wraith King and Axe. So I actually think it's a pretty good Drow game. I don't know where LBC on the bench is going. The only other downside is that there's no synergy between Drow and anyone else on her team. Guess a little armor could go to like Necrophos or Dawnbreaker, or sorry, Necrophos or Venge. The Venge Drow lineup is good. He is loading the mini fridge. I don't know enough about these players to know what roles they prefer, other than that they all like playing fire.
I'm back.
Okay. It was a Drow Ranger. They needed some abs on the team.
Yeah, fucking hell. Look at that set.
3 sets of girl abs.
You've got Venge, Dawn,
squad.
and Drow. 3 strong, independent women. Love it.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Necrophos. He's got a nice beard.
Kev, is it swipe left is good or swipe right is good?
Swipe left means you deny them. You do not want to match with them. Swipe right is you want to match with them.
Okay, so out of the 3, Venge, Dawn, and Drow, are you swiping left on any of them, or are you swiping right on all of them?
All 3, obviously.
Swipe right all.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if they're human though, dude, is the question.
So?
It would be an interesting evening.
They would definitely send some weird messages, but
They'd swipe
yeah.
left on all of us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, look at
that's why
it.
you.
Dawnbreaker's
you
gonna
gotta-
swipe right on a lad. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta throw. That's why you gotta throw out the Hail Marys. That's why it was an obvious right swipes. Drow would definitely murder you.
Yeah.
Venge would steal your soul or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, Drow is a dark elf. That's what a Drow is, from the underworld. So you can't trust her. Venge, I think, is literally undead because she's vengeful spirit. And Dawnbreaker is... I don't know who wrote the lore for her, but I don't know what she
Predator
is.
just resubbed
I don't know
for
if she's a
45
robot
months.
or something,
I'd
or-
swipe right on Purge.
She looks like 7 feet tall or something, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I'm just saying, let's look up the lore for Dawnbreaker. I don't think I've ever read it. Dawnbreaker Dota 2 wiki fandom. Let's have a look. Oh, God, it's a long one. Whew. Let me just give a little précis of this. Something Valora, that's her name. Valora the Dawnbreaker. If you want to be one of those OG Dota guys who refers to heroes by their Dota 1 names, you could call, even though she wasn't in Dota 1, you could call her Valora to seem like you really knew what you were talking about. Oh my God, Bleak's gone in! Just guff. Just a lot of
going
guff.
in.
Madge! Oh my God, this is huge. Look at this. They're going to get Bean. Now Shaq wants some. Get Shaq. Why are you going, you fannies? You could have got more.
Shaq is very tanky. He's got 7.7 points of fat armor on him. Look at that. Look at that. Look at his tummy, dude. It's just flopping around.
Yep, he's a big lad. This should be a kill. Get in.
He's very close to killing Bleak, though.
Oh God, here comes Reg.
That was not the time to fairy fire.
Who fairy fired?
The Venge, once he
Oh,
was safe, fairy fired himself.
Not even to make room for other items.
Yeah, it was
So
whatever.
Dawnbreaker is Valora, is the most prized warrior among the children's ancient creations. She's the shining herald of the majesty of order and light, molded from the heart of a young metallic star, and charged by golden breath. Interesting.
The fuck? She's definitely gonna be stuck up. There's like no way you're not like fully yourself if that's your upbringing.
I don't know, she spent a lot of time resting dormant until the presence of a wandering star gave her fuel to an ancient energy forge. And sort of it dug her out. So she's been away in deep space, chilling for some time. So I'm pretty sure that she's hungry for company. Looking for a special guy to make a good connection with.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know
All
if
right.
that's what people put on their Tinder.
Wraith
King's
Tinder profiles
Tinder
are,
is very straightforward, I think.
I am the king, you must worship me.
Exactly. Bow before your liege. That's it. Look at this wave just shoving 3 range creeps. And Shaq, no attempt at a pull. This camp blocked. I think he's blocked it. Let me just check that. Yep, he's blocked
he
it.
did. Okay. That's pretty normal. Can't let them get their offlane pulls. But lately, I'm like leaning more towards not blocking it right away.
I don't block
I always, I block it often right now, but like pretty much every time. But These days I'm like, oh, well, then I have to play some blocking game, and then later I'm like, man, I wish I could have pulled the off lane instead, you know? Something like that.
I just feel like the way that we play in the safe lane and how it generally goes, we're better off keeping it. Because we're going to definitely shove the wave into them in a terrible way. Better to have the creeps to solve that problem. Because the small cap, my supports in the Goon games, very rarely stacking that, so it's always going to be a single pull. It would be nice to have the extra creeps, that's all I'm saying.
That makes sense.
Let's look at, click on last hits and denies if you dare.
I have. Necro is very good.
Yeah, Necro's doing great. That's mad.
I mean, Viper has pretty similar base damage, so he's definitely getting outplayed. But yeah, the reason you don't go Viper mid is because you can't really run down people with poison attack like you can in side lanes, so you just don't get to abuse as much. And if they get a bottle, you can definitely sustain the regen, I feel like, so. But this kind of feels like a counter to me. If this was a side lane, I could see Viper winning it, because then you can run down the slow Necrophos over longer distances, but in this mid lane, it just seems Necro favored to me.
He just backs up. And if you really start diving him, the TP's going to come in, he's right there by his tower.
And he can Ghost Shroud just to interrupt the poison attack stacks.
Yeah.
If he really needs to, so.
And heal the fuck out of it too, so. He's almost got a hood. They did kill the Drow, somehow, in the top lane. Wraith King has 4 last hits, and has just died again. This is going very poorly for Wraith King.
4 last hits and 2 deaths. It's a bad ratio right there.
That is. Oh my god, they're going to kill Ogre as well. And Reg is away with it. The lad is absolutely tearing it up. He's 3-0-1 and 15 with 4 denies. Deny those creeps!
Did you ask any of the powerful?
Oh,
they're getting kills. What could you want?
Go and deny the creeps. They were right there. Kill.
How do you feel about the
top lane? Go, look out. Oh, they're just getting clicked.
Holy shit! They have so many mangoes in the top lane.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking mangoes. Good god. I don't know. I think this is. I don't know if they know your cast in the games. There's a guy called Kyle Butters Jr. KBJ. We had to invent a special award, an in-house award, that if someone has been so awful in a game, like absolutely so bad, that they were essentially game-losingly terrible on their own, they kill Necro. The Viper killed the Necro somehow. I think maybe did he run out of mana or something?
No, what? Guess he just poisoned and stacked him down.
I guess he did.
And it looks like he did Ghost Shroud at some point, but.
So
yeah, I would have thought he
we invented a special award. KBJ goes to lane with 6 tangos and 6 mangoes every single game. Every single game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's just one of the things he's most famous for.
Okay, okay.
So when you see all these mangoes, that's his meta. He invented it, Kev.
I see. It's like a callback.
Yeah, I assume, because there's no real reason to do this. There's a
Axe
call.
has a seriously amazing amount of mangoes. 7 here. Plus the Ring of Health. I mean, his regen is good. Cast Battle Hunger. My god. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is actually a good dive. This is actually so much slow. This dual lane is sick.
That's actually nuts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a nice early grave. Big call. Jack stuck. Cuts his way out. Can he get away here? Bean says, take me!
Dire's top tower is
The mangoes must save them. It did not. Jack's got 17 HP per second. 18 with the tower and the Vanguard now. He's not dying.
I mean, that is like 3.6 regen from the mangoes alone. And then the Vanguard gives him another 7. So he's up to 10.6 with his base of whatever his base is, 2 or 3 or whatever.
Oh, it's higher than that.
It is, really it is. Actually got 17, so he must have pretty high base regen. So his, let me see, his strength gives him 3.9. He has 6.36 total, and he's adding 10.6. So he has base regen of 3.6. And then he adds, no, sorry, of 3. Then 3.9 from his strength. And then the Vanguard and the mangoes. Impressive. Here comes Bean. Goop them. Yes, Bean. Clickety click.
He's so slow.
That's crazy.
the Battle Hunger Poison Touch. I only wish Bean had picked up Blightstone, because then it would lower the armor even more.
Yeah.
And amplify both Battle Hunger and the Poison Touch.
Do you know what? I reckon
really
Kev, he could have afforded one if he hadn't bought 1,000,000 mangoes.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Didn't really need that many for sure. Skill build on Axe, a little goofy too. 2 points Berserker's Call. Do not like that. I would prefer more damage, more counter helix, more Battle Hunger. One of those two, I think would have been better.
Don't run away.
Has been killed.
You'd lose missing out on all these last hits.
Radiant's courier has been
Oh,
killed.
Courier killed. LVC. Oh, and Reg killed Ogre. This Dawnbreaker is out of control.
Yep, just running at him and fighting him all the time. Net worth-wise, though, it's going good for Dire. Yeah, Dawnbreaker on top, Necrophos. Drow's actually doing better than I thought she would be, considering how often she has to run away from her opponents.
Yeah, Heretic is dead though. Just hit level 6 on Jack.
That actually seemed good. The seriously, the Poison Touch Battle Hunger is an incredible amount of slow.
Yeah, that
they
is a
actually
lot.
can't get away. And normally as Warlock, you're like, okay, I'm getting gone on to heal myself or run to tower, I'm fine. But that slow is like so overpowering that you actually just die.
And also, if you have a support like Warlock, that heal ain't gonna cut it. You know what I mean? That's not gonna be enough
Yeah.
to get you back to the tower. They don't have a stun or anything to buy himself some space. Rough stuff. Let me just check the status of my internet because it's being shitty again. This is a deep dive. Here comes the TP. It's Necro. Dawn coming in too. Yowza! The grave! Nice
good
deny,
grave, good grave.
baby. What I'm being.
Okay, so only stats for one person then. One little baby armor for the axe, and Necro gets nothing out of it other than his experience and
Dire's
growth.
nice.
middle tower is under attack.
Bit of damage going on to this mid building. Viper is going for, what is that, Dragonlance?
Yep. I like this Viper head. I think it looks very cool. I don't know why.
I'd go for the one that makes him look like a giant dragonfly.
Oh, that really, the bug one. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
And people are like, what is that Viper set? But I
It's
think
weird.
it's great.
Each Viper set very unique. That's one thing I like about those sets right now.
Well, yeah.
I am not upset.
Wow.
See how this Wraith thing does in terms of farm. I think this is a carry that, like, if you don't go the armlet build, actually, you just do not farm very fast right now.
I mean, the
So you actually
Skellies help,
struggle.
but not enough.
Yeah, they used to help more, and I don't know. He just feels a lot slower as a farmer compared to other carries right now.
He's not going to be able to
Drow's
keep
ahead
up with
of
a Drow ever. So
Dire's
it's going to be
under
tough. She's ahead of him by nearly
Radiant's
1,000
bottom
gold.
tower
It's
is
going to be
under
rough.
attack.
Yeah, that was probably
Dire's
just
structures are
laning
fortified.
stuff, I'm guessing. And their last sets are actually quite similar.
He did die a lot. He died a lot, so I think he lost quite a bit of money for that. Did she get any kills?
Dire's top
No,
tower
2
is
assists.
under attack.
And he is 0-2. So maybe the assists made a
Radiant's
bit of a
bottom
difference.
tower is under attack.
They're both 0-2. Oh, they're trying to go on Venge here.
Dire's top
She is
tower
dead.
has fallen.
The rest of them are going to get out. Warlock is still not level 6. He's going to go soak up some XP mid. Please, Heretic, stay here. Do you recommend
Radiant's
getting
bottom
Ring of
tower is
Basilius?
under attack.
It's pretty good. I've actually seen some pro players buying a Null Talisman right now instead. Basey, they're pretty similar in cost. Basey's what, 425, and Null is 505. Null gives you probably about the same mana regen. I think it's like 10 int is like 0.5, so it's like it gives you 1 mana per second, a Null Talisman, and it gives you 3% max mana bonus. So Nulls are probably better in some ways because they also give you survivability and damage and all that crap. But if you really want to give mana to your lane partner, then a Basey can be really good for sure.
It just feels so underwhelming.
Do you think so? I mean, it's very, very good mana per second, even for other roles. Like, I've seen carries buy this too. This is 1.5 mana. It literally just gives mana, you know? So I've seen it on, like, Terrorblade type heroes and stuff like that too.
Jack does not give a hoot about Drow here. Oh, hello. Oh dear. Alright, now that they're all there, this is trouble. Yeah. It's a little bold from Jack there, especially since he was so close to his blink.
Oh wow, he was really close. That's what you get when you cross the map. That's why you should always stay on your side of the map until your opponents come.
Also, Kev, we got what we call a sausage here, near where he died. That's a little sausage.
16 months.
It's when you can draw a very clear line, like a sausage, between the wards. These two wards, very sausagey, and placed at different times. Fascinating. So one was placed, the lower one, and then the upper one as well, just to double down.
Probably on his way to placing the other one.
No, it's too. Look at the time difference between them is too great.
Okay, so maybe put the first sausage one down.
There's a full minute.
And later he's
them.
like, now that this area is safe, now I can walk here and complete the sausage.
Is that a blink on Madge? Madge has a blink dagger. He's got hood blink on the Necro. Oh my!
Okay.
Venge is alright. Dazzle dead. They're going to be able to get Bleak here, I think. The rock goes down. Heretic is able to buy himself a little bit of time. Gets the heal off. Can he kite him? He can. That's once. Get the golem on him, boys. Get the golem on him. Here comes Madge. He's looking. They get one. Bonk. They get two. They do get a stun on the Viper. They're going to pick him up. There's a call. Completely misses from Jack. They do get a stun on Venge. Bash. Bosh. Bish. Blammo. Pow! She's dead too. Kill the golem. It's worth a fortune.
Like 2 last hits. It's okay.
It's 100 gold, dude. 100 gold.
Okay. That range creep was 57. That extra's killed.
Well, fair enough.
But the tough thing is, it would stay on the map and keep getting last hits. They get the axe chop. They got the Reaper Scythe. Yeah, the blink rush is a little weird on the Necro for sure. I would recommend usually, like, blink is good on Necro at times.
Oh my!
This one's a little early.
I don't know about this. Oh, the Viper though, giving them the business. Oh, he's dead.
He got him.
Jack is looking for more. He's got the Bat Hunger off on Heretic. Where's the swap? They swapped him Beam. Beam doesn't have it. He's got stick. That's it. Here comes Jack with a big call. The silence though. Can he get his dunk off? Yeah, he can't get it. Bleak is in as well. Does he have his 2 lives? He does not. Conk. They're just not stopping. Blam! Katikya! Oh my god, the save.
Dire's middle tower.
Turn and
That
kill.
gust was so good.
There was a pog gust.
I really thought Dawn was dead there.
Yeah.
The Nutkin's kind of owning here on the Viper, I gotta say. He just poison attacks people and they die.
Yeah.
Works against the Necrophos kind of. Like, he can Ghost Shroud sometimes, but it's not really the best thing. Don't like the skill build on Necro. Getting 2 points Ghost Shroud, I do not like. I want him to max up the Heartstopper right away. But this is partially the problem of his item purchase. If you buy a Blink Rush, you're spending 2,000 gold on a mobility item.
Right.
If he has just more survivability, he could better fight to the death against a hero like Viper. Or defend himself. Buy a Yule Scepter, that would buy you time. He could get Power Treads, he could get Shard faster so that he can kill people quicker. Or something, or use it on Viper to make him ghost so he can't attack. You know, there's some like solutions he could have. Feed and over, spend on mobility here. It's axe? Oh no, it's I'm sorry, it's thought he was buying a Crystallis, not a phase boots and a blade mill. That would have been weird.
That would have been something.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Game's very equal though. Now the net worth looks super even.
Really close.
Do you like this Viper Maelstrom build, Ted?
I actually don't mind it, and I'll tell you why. It gives him a way to farm, and you build it into Gleipnir. I don't know if that's good, but I do like it. Is it bad?
Oh yeah, it's bad. You can already farm pretty fast on the other Toxin. You can kind of like push waves. Plus you're tanky, so you can usually play kind of aggressive on the map.
What would you
but
get
I
on
guess
him in this game?
usually you just
Monkey
keep buying
Heart
stat
just resubbed
items.
for 12 months.
Most people
Wow,
buy
look.
like
It's been a
Dragonlance,
whole
they'll
year
get a
of
Yasha,
Flax tours.
BKB, Scotty,
Right.
sometimes Manta, sometimes Sanjin Yasha. So they just want to get like, just generic stats on Viper are great. Gives you HP, gives you armor, gives you attack speed. You know, the HP combos well with Corrosive Skin, so those are usually the right ways to go. Whereas this Maelstrom is going to leave him a little vulnerable to getting killed. Like if he gets jumped on by like Dawnbreaker,
yeah,
they
that's
drop
true.
a rock on him and a Reaper Scythe, he's just fucking dead. Whereas if he has a BKB, he can actually fight.
I mean, the
So
BKB
this is
I'm on
gonna
board
limit
with. I'm just saying, you get the Maelstrom, and it helps you get the BKB. Like,
Yeah,
you,
but if
you
you-
don't rush a Gleipnir.
If you fight anytime in the next like 10 minutes, it's going to be a downside for sure.
Ah, you'll be fine.
You're right, there may not be fights. Very true. The
I mean, that
Warden's
actually happens
decent.
quite a
Radiant's
few.
bottom tower is under attack.
Little wards on both sides of the map, I like it.
Yep, sneaky ones too. Not just the usual spots.
Mm-hmm. What's the Dire team's name again?
The Queenslanders, which is an Aussie thing, I think. Although I don't believe their captain is from Australia. I'm trying to think. I don't think Reg is Australian. I don't know who in their team is.
Necrophos refusing to max out Heartstop Aurora really hurts. Got 3 points Ghost Shroud now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just worried about the Viper, I guess.
He has got his shard. I think he's literally hoping to just get Reaper's Scythes on people. Like that's this build says to me, I just want to Reaper's Scythe.
Build
and,
is
and nothing else.
build's extremely bad. This item build, man. Eternal Shroud, the one null talisman into Eternal Shroud. This guy doesn't even have a magic wand, Ted. That's his
yeah,
problem.
I know that pretty fucking unbelievable.
Maxing Ghost Shroud doesn't have a magic wand. Come on.
That
You
I
gotta
really
use
don't
that
get.
wand.
Like I'm
make your
telling you
wand.
that the blink, so overwhelming blink is a thing that people get on Necro sometimes, apparently, according to chat.
Okay, sure.
By the way, I'm really sorry that the stream is laggy. That is Virgin Media. The VOD will be fine. In-game is fine. If you can watch in-game, you'll be grand. But it's just my internet company being dog shit this evening. They were terrible yesterday. Then they were alright this afternoon, and they're dog shit again. They're going on this drow. The Dawn comes in. Heretic does drop the golem. Here goes Reg. But here's Nutkin. Gets the goals off. He's getting on Heretic. They do get the call on Dawn. They kill the Warlock. Wow, Alfredo trying to fight like a man, but he goes down. Reg! Dead. He gets the call off. Nice call from Jet. Here comes Bean. What's he got? He's got nothing. He's got no spells left. He goes in and perishes. They're going to lose a few here. There's the stun. Stick around. You can kill him. That's a dead man. They get 5 for 3.
Not bad. Okay, good fight for the Dire team. I mean, it was basically what? Dawn jumps in, goes hard, Drow Ranger fought to the death. Yeah, that went pretty good for them, actually. Took a lot of effort. The axe calls were really good, but ultimately they only got one chop off. They're kind of lacking damage, like I said.
Yeah.
They got the first chop, but then the follow-up wasn't... They had the great double disable from Dazzle, but there was like nothing being done to the Venge or the other guy. So Eternal Shroud into Dagon with 800 mana, Ted. It's really something else.
Oh, is he getting the
but
Dagon? Jesus Christ.
I think he'll be able to cast all of his spells, but we'll see.
Well, his ult is 350. His Death Pulse is 190. So we're already up to 540. The Dagon is what? 300? 180?
I think it's not like 200 right now.
Let's have a look.
120. I'm sorry, they got buffed.
120, okay.
Not too bad.
That's not too bad. He can certainly
Got
cast
Seeker.
everything once.
Under attack.
And he's
then-
now maxed out Heartstopper too, so
And
he's
there you
getting
go.
full mana.
Yeah,
That's
there you
nice.
go. So if he does get a kill, he'll have mana for everything.
Oh my god.
Bang! Dawn might be dead here. Get her, boys. Get her. Oh dear. Oh dear, Reg. Oh, that's an early grave. But you know what? They all count. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the dunk.
Oh, he was just putting one armor on the axe there, Ted, with that grave.
Ah,
obviously.
I see. Yes. You know, here's what I think the problem with dunk is. If you think about it, you have to get it absolutely right. With Reaper's Scythe, you can be close, and then while it's going off, people can dump damage on. If
Yep.
they really want to buff Axe, make it so that the dunk is like Reaper's Scythe, but it's dunk instead. Rather than the instant Kapowser, Axe sort of takes a little time, grabs him by the head, whips back his fucking Axe, and then jumps in the air and clongs them. So while they've been Axe dunked, it acts as a BKB piercing disable. Give him 2.
Yeah, that could work. And then just don't have it go on cooldown when you get a kill or something.
Yeah.
So lower the cooldown, up the damage threshold, but yeah, make it more reliable. That could work. He's got 6 armor right now from it. It's really, really good to get against Straw Ranger.
Looking for a big
and
call. Whoa! Jack, get out! Little help? He's out. Nice. That was
well, could have gone a lot worse. Wraith King also buying Maelstrom? What in the hell is going on? A lot of Maelstrom buyers.
Yeah, I don't know. And then he's getting an axe.
That, whatever, that's fine, I guess. I mean, maybe they'll have carry potential, but Maelstrom is straight up not good on Wraith King. You want as much raw damage as possible because you crit.
Yep.
But, whatever. He will farm a little faster. I just don't think I've ever seen Maelstrom on Wraith King before. Maybe I have. Mjolnir, maybe, but against, like, PLs or something.
Yeah, maybe. I think it would be, like you said, it would be matchup specific rather than just a... This is a smoke, if you look at the dire triangle. They're going to farm these Ancients, then they're going to smoke. Who's got it? Heretics? Heretics got it? No, Venge has it.
He's got 2.
Just let me farm these Ancients. Here we go. Oh, no! Alfredo's broken it.
There was one more. Oh, their positioning is so good for this.
There's the call, Jack! He'd used his blink to get to the creeps. Oh my god. You cretin.
Oh, he graved too early, too.
Oh my god, dude. This is why I tell the lads, don't use your blink just to fucking get to the creeps a second earlier. He could have blink called 3 of them there. Might have been a completely different fight. Instead, didn't have blink. He'd used it to get to some fucking hard camp. It's not going anywhere, dude. It's not going anywhere.
At least he's still mango rich.
Yeah, that's true. He does have a lot of mangoes. I think that's so that if he has dunk potential, he can pop a mango and dunk. I'm not saying it's good. I just know the mind of Jack.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be fine. He's got all this armor and stuff. Yeah, maybe they got crushed in this team fight. Because the Dire Squad is really good together, but they can still win this. They're only behind by 5k. And they got like 8 Maelstroms, so I mean, their farm speed's going to be really good. Does the Wraith King Axe, I wonder if that prevents, like, bonuses from Reaper Scythe. Do they actually die when they get Reaper Scythe and turn into a Wraith King Ghost? I don't know.
I don't think they do.
We will find out.
I need a second. I'll be back. I just need to check something.
Okay. Hello everyone. This is Purge here to tickle your eardrums with my voice. The goal is while we are lagging, having latency errors, that you will be able to remain informed about what is happening in this game at every second. Axe went for the Battle Hunger slow talent, 15 to the right. That puts the slow on Battle Hunger up to 45 percentage points. An absolutely insane amount. But keep in mind, this is only when they're running away from Axe. If they're running towards Axe, they do not get slowed at all. Axe currently stacking up armor items. A little bit interesting to do this. Does increase his battle hunger damage. Some would say not necessary when you can just kill people and get the armor. But he is against a Draw Ranger. Seems to make it a little bit more important.
So, the stream is buffering a load. I don't know why. Virgin Media reports no issues in my area. I would take issue with that. So I'm gonna restart during possibly a break in the game and try to pick a different server. But it's fucking abysmal.
Sorry you have internet issues, man.
I mean, I've got like gigabit internet. It shouldn't be a gigabit fiber. And
should never be a problem.
I know. Ever since I got back, it's been awful.
There's too many good streams to show, or shows to stream. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is upload. This is not a download issue. Like, my connection to everything is fine. I mean, there's no Discord issues. There's no issues with any of the games I'm playing. It's purely an upload issue. Most people aren't uploading.
Dire are scanning.
Just doesn't make sense. Oh, the scan just caught them. They've smoked.
Does that truly mean anything, though?
What?
They always smoke in the same spot. All right, here we go.
Oh, this is a big one. Jack's reactions there, absolutely terrible. They're all dead. They are coming back. Wowzers. Wowzers. What was he? He didn't blink, call anything. He just
He got wave attared.
Yeah, but there
why.
was like 2 seconds when he could have done something.
I don't know about 2 seconds. Very generous
it was
number.
Plenty of time.
It was nighttime, so they didn't see each other. The smoke broke. They knew smoke broke, and then they saw each other. Smoke break range is like 1,000. Night vision is 800. So wave of terror comes out, hits the whole enemy squad.
Well,
stops
Venge
all their
knew what
blink
was
daggers.
up. Venge got her fucking wave of terror off. What, blind?
Yes. No, maybe, possibly. Maybe he threw it to say, like, okay, they're probably up this hill. Could have been like that. Catches the enemy team. Axe's blink is broken. Fights.
I'd have to see a
completely different.
replay. I'd have to see a replay, but I'm
Load it up.
pretty sure he had time.
Probably. There was a chance, but they wave a terror, and then they all got gusted, and then they're just fucking dead.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, look, Viper didn't have a BKB there, Ted.
Yeah.
He had a Maelstrom and half of a BKB.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm not saying that he should have rushed a Maelstrom. I'm just saying I've seen people get it to get a Gleipnir to give you some catch in a team that desperately lacks it. That's all I'm saying.
I see. I mean, the team fight on the Dire team is strictly better. That's pretty obvious, right? The team fight on the Radiant side is Axe Claw.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, they're very single target based. You've got Warlock, you've got Drow doing her arrow pew pew shit. You've got Necro doing a shitload of damage to everybody. You've got Dawnbreaker doing her god awful shit.
That is true. How was your California trip, by the way?
Oh, it was amazing, dude. What a state. What a state. Just beautiful.
It's a big one.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's just everything you could possibly want in a place. It's like a country. It's so big. And I mean, it's, you know, it's like the size of the UK or whatever. And it's just, you can see every kind of terrain. It's very pretty. I know it's got problems. I know there's some bits of it that are dog shit, like really rough or whatever. But that is genuinely true of everywhere. And in a place as big as California, the idea that it wouldn't have some dodgy bits is insane. Like, of course it's going to have some bits that aren't great. They're going on Jack here, but here comes the team. Going on the Drow. She expertly dodges that. They're not going to get anyone here. Nutkin's just going in. He's going in on the Drow. He gets stunned. 2 stuns. Here comes Dawnbreaker. He pops his own BKB. Oh my days. They're all dead. They're all dead. Did Necro get it? He does not get it. They're all dead. They're all dead.
Yeah, I don't really see them winning fights from here on out. Wraith King Axe helps a little bit, but they're definitely still having damage issues. Now that there's BKB on Drow counters Viper.
Yeah.
Viper doesn't have that much base armor. Axe hasn't been able to get a good call off in a while, so the fights are just really tough. They almost need to frontline with like Wraith King and Ogre, and then Axe needs to land like a monster 3-man call, kill 2 of the guys, and that's how they win fights. Otherwise, it's just going to be this like fights happen. Warlock drops his golem. There's going to be a swap on whoever's dying. Dawnbreaker ulti tries to heal whoever's dying. Necro gets a pick off, and then the fight's over. By the way, California is much bigger than the UK.
Oh, by how much?
UK is 94,000 square miles. California was like 151,000 square miles.
But you got to fit back to Northern Ireland into that, which will add another 10,000.
I don't know. I think that was actually included in the estimate.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's a lot big. A lot of it, though, you can't live in. It's just mountains, you know.
In California? I guess so. Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Having said that, you can't live in Scotland either, so it all evens out. Or the North. Or the Midlands. So really, we're comparing California with the Southeast. Which is a very small area. You could fit it probably into the entirety of the sort of, if you combine the whole area of LA and everything adjacent to it, and up and down the coast. So Monterey down to LA, Santa Clarita, up around all those bits, Santa Barbara.
Hmm.
That whole
Radiant's top tower is
blob,
under attack.
we'll call that the southeast of England. That's about comparable in size.
It is a lot. You guys have a lot more people. You have like 67 million. California is only like 39 million people. So got it easy over in America. Can build houses anywhere.
A lot of space. But again, a lot of California is either farmland or mountains. So, you know, you're kind of squeezed into the San Francisco, San Diego, LA.
A lot of desert too. A lot of desert.
The mountains were amazing. I went to see the Sequoia. That was unbelievable. Like the seeing something that big is just, it's just insane how big those
trees
are.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never went to any parks when I lived there.
It's
mistake,
unbelievable. I mean, we didn't get to go to Yosemite because it was on fire, which was a shame. But yeah, it was really unbelievable. They got to be really careful here. If Venge swaps out the right target, they literally don't have any play.
Is under attack.
I don't know if they have to swap somebody out. Maybe they will though, because they can siege pretty easy with the draw here.
Yeah. I mean, you've got Heretics. He's just healing them up for days, working on a refresher. Just plinkety plink. They have to start the fight, and they've got so much counter initiation. It's ridiculous.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Yep, makes the game hard. They are smoked, so Axe could go in if he really wants to, but I just don't know how they defend here. I feel like the Ogre should have been a better team fight support. That would have really helped things out.
What would you have liked them to see?
God, anything, man. Ogre does not. He provides like negative team fight compared to almost all other heroes in the game. Even if it was like a Jakiro or something like that, that could have been good. Something that could follow up on Axe would have been really good. Snapfire obviously got banned, but hero like that could have been really good. What else? Hoodwink, Marana, Skywrath
Why
Mage,
Marana?
something. I don't know, land an arrow or something after the call. Gives you a little bit of team fight, makes your team invisible. Something that does something more than Ogre is like the ultimate
Wobbler.
5 hero.
Yeah,
That's the way I'll describe him, you know?
Oh, there's the swap. They got into a Viper. He gets the BKB off. The Grave saves the Axe. Bleak has gone in. He's dead. They're going to lose Viper here. He's still going. Jack with a big call. Catches a bunch. But Dawn comes in with the heal. Oh my goodness. They're all going down. I think I see 2 Ghostmen. 2. Maybe 3. The buybacks come out. This is Ghost Ogre. Even as a ghost, he's just a waddler. Jack is trying to fight. Reg comes in. There's the Dagon. Jack is still alive. He can't do out. He's almost dead. He's dead. The buyback comes out of Ogre. They got Dazzle as well. It's the 2 supports versus the world.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And that should be game.
The team fight wins. Swap was pretty good. He did pop BKB. The problem is that Viper fought to the death instead of walking away. He actually could have disengaged a bit to get away from Dawnbreaker, but he kind of like all-in with right clicks. But ultimately, yeah, pretty far behind. Much better team fight draft coming from the Queen Islanders. Queenslanders?
Queensland is a part of Australia.
Okay. Good for them.
But I don't know
they've won the game.
who. I don't know. Genuinely don't know who is Australian or from Queensland. I don't. The LDC is English. I don't know if any of these are Aussies.
It is the northeast part of Australia.
It is,
Learning a
yeah.
lot about history today. It's
That's
700,000
geography.
square miles.
That would be geography, not history.
Sure. The history of the planet's locations, maybe.
Can I ask you a question?
Of
What is
course.
the slang that you would use for someone from Australia?
Sign?
Huh?
What is it? What would you mean?
What would be the slang that you would use?
Oh, slang?
Yeah.
An Aussie.
Right. I'm going to correct you right there, and this will save you a lot of heartache in the future. It's Aussie. It's not Aussie.
Okay.
All right? It's
True,
Aussie.
true.
And
True.
this is something that a lot of Americans do. They say Aussie because it's 2 S's. But it's Aussie because it's Australia, right? They call it Oz. They don't call it Aus. It may be Australia.
We do say Australia,
Right,
actually, here.
but
We do.
They say
Yeah.
Aussies. Everyone says Australia. Right? It's fast. Aussies.
Okay.
So
I'll
it's
keep that in mind
Aussies. You're from
when I go to the
Oz.
major. I'll go talk to the Australians.
Yeah. Don't
And,
say,
call them Aussies.
Don't call them Aussies. Call them Aussies. So I've tried switching servers and it's still dog shit.
Sounds like your ISP, all right.
Yeah. 23% drop frames. I'm gonna complain at them on Twitter.
Five seconds remaining.
God damn it.
Radiant team banned. Dire team banned.
So bad.
The draft's just started. There is no delay. We'll see if we can get some decent streaming out of this, but it's just dropped to half of its bitrate already. So, and then it spikes up to 10,000, then it goes back down to 6K, then down to 4K. So it's going to be all over the place. It is not all good. Trust me, it is not all good. My bitrate is absolutely fucking going crazy. I've already had 26% dropped frames. So expect it to be very poor.
10 seconds remaining.
It's gonna be very, very, very choppy. But at least we are live now, so for that we can be grateful.
Radiant team pick.
This is very irritating. If they don't fix it soon, it is literally costing me money.
Are you paying for a business line or anything?
No. No, I did that for a while. Because I said to them, like, I stream from home for a living. I need the upload speed. And they were like, yeah, no problem. We understand. Like, you know, we've got a special package for you. I was like, great. And then I found that I paid for the business line. Not like a private line, but the business line in my road. Because they have, like, one in every road. You pay for the business line. And I said, I'm still getting this terrible contention. They call it contention when you got during peak times that the speeds go to shit. I was like, what is going on? And they said, I said, I've got a business line. I was expecting it to be like decent. And they said, well, yeah, the business line doesn't mean you're not going to have contention. When your neighbors are all using the internet, you're still going to suffer. And I said, well, what's the point in the business line then? And they said, well, it means that if anything goes wrong, you'll have 24 hours of technical support. Like, they'll be there in 24 hours. I said, right, but it's not a technical support issue. It's a fundamental issue. It's not something I can call you up about and say, this needs fixing. The problem is you've oversold in my area. And everybody in the area is using the lines. And the business line that I'm paying for, they're also fucking using. So how is this a business line? And they just went back and forth like that. And it was like, this is dog shit. So then let me think. Well, about maybe April or May, I called them up and I said, I want to cancel the phone. We've got a phone with you guys. I never use my landline anymore. This is stupid. I want to get rid of it. And they were like, it's free anyway with your package. I was like, oh, whatever. I said, also, the internet is shit. I need help. What can I do? And they said, well, there's gigabit fiber in your area. I said, with you? And they were like, yeah. I said, can you upgrade me to it? They went, yeah. So why didn't you contact me about this?
5 seconds remaining.
They're like, well, we're offering it to you now. I was like, fucking yes, I'll take that. It's like £5 extra a month. I was like, yes, please. So then they upgraded
this whole time,
it. Yeah,
tried.
It's just been sitting there for like 2 months. So either way, I'm on now that gigabit line. But as you can see from the state of the stream this evening, there are still technical problems. For the last 2 days, they've been fixing issues in my area. So I know this is not me.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, look at this. Good evening, everyone. This is the WhatsApp on my road. Is anyone else having issue with the Virgin broadband? Yes. For the last 2 days. Killed my upload.
10 seconds remaining.
Very laggy.
5 seconds remaining.
Unreal.
Dire
It's
team
almost like they
ban.
oversold again in the area with their gigabit line.
Idiots.
They just have like one line that's gigabit, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll put you all on this."
Radiant
It'll be
team
fine.
ban.
Just dog
Who could
shit.
possibly use 6 upload a person per second? So what do you know about these teams and players?
Supercunts. So Soups is absolutely dreadful. Amos is
seconds
absolutely
remaining.
dreadful. Like, honestly, beyond awful.
5
Amos in
seconds
particular.
remaining.
Although he has done a couple of things recently. He's the Lion player. I'm guaranteeing you that he's the
Dire
Lion player.
team ban.
Okay.
Coop, I don't know. Madhops and Zalapa,
Radiant
I don't know if
team
they're
back.
middle of the road or not. Where Banana is probably nearing a point where he's better than
Dire team ban.
most of the lads in these games. Jonny is the brother of one of the lads that I play Dota with a lot, Greg. I think Johnny Boy is Greg's brother. I don't know who Giga Chad Pog Daddy is. I don't know who Camo Hero is, and Cool Llama I think is relatively new. So I'm going to put all my money on Johnny and his mates, if only because they picked Veno for Supercunts,
10
and I
seconds
cannot imagine that
remaining.
they'll win with it. You've got an axe again, this time into Veno,
5
which is
seconds
always
remaining.
miserable. So I think this is going to absolutely suck for
Radiant
Supercunts.
team pick.
But then again, they have picked Techies, and I don't know if he's any good.
The hero or their player?
The hero.
He's his win rate's still not very good, but he's an okay hero. I feel like I feel like his abilities impact pretty well. Just I think he has
5
trouble closing
seconds
games out.
remaining.
Is kind of my impression of the hero. His win rate in Divine is finally a little closer to 50. Maybe he just had a good day yesterday. It's actually still pretty low. It's like 46 to 48% win rate. It looks like, so kind of a crappy hero still.
Yeah.
Radiant team
People are saying that Giga Chad Pog Daddy might be Head Massive. Kieran says it's the same profile pic. So, Head Massive is, and we've discussed this, too good for the in-houses. When he plays Pos 3, especially when he plays Pos 3 Tide Hunter, he wins every time. The lads have no answer to it. He's
10
much too
seconds
good.
remaining.
He's a heads-up player for these stacks. Like, he'll actually
team-
notice that someone's low, notice that something is, you know, can we get this guy? Can we get this? Like, he's one of those guys.
Radiant
He
team
tries to
back.
call the shots. And I don't know if it is him. Eri says it's not. So it's not. It's a different lad. But this is a Ricky pick as well. I feel like Sniper, Techies, Ricky are 3 very squishy lads.
That is true, but they got the power of the axe to frontline, right?
Radiant team
Yeah, of course.
I guess Pudge is pretty good against these two. Good at punishing the low HP heroes.
Dire
Just
team
gets
Maybe
in
ban.
that'll
there.
be spooky.
It should be a mid Pudge or carry Pudge. That would be my guess. Or a Pos 3 Pudge. But we lost
see that, yeah.
the other day to a mid Pudge, and it was he did not level hook until level 11. He just ran at us with rot and got the axe.
11.
It was so rough. There's no you couldn't get away from him.
10 seconds
He skilled
remaining.
a talent tree before he skilled hook.
Yeah, took hook at level 11.
Radiant team pick.
Yikes.
And we
Okay.
still could not deal with him. He was just so
Yeah.
beefy.
Yeah, if you don't buy like Spirit Vessel and have the in-play around it kind of right, then yeah, he can definitely snowball on you. It's a bit spooky.
It was.
But you can beat him in lane. You kind of also have to be careful about when he uses his passive.
10
But generally,
seconds
Pudges
remaining.
are kind of still vulnerable. But you just need the right itemization and
5
focus firing and
seconds
stuff like that.
remaining.
Is how I would describe it. I'm not really sold on Ricky as a hero right now, but the silence is quite good against a lot of the super cunt heroes, which is good. Sniper seems effective too if he doesn't get hooked. There's basically like shit mobility on the super cunt side and good mobility on Jonny and his mates, so it feels better for them as long as they don't get hooked or initiated on. I think Lion's really low win rate too, actually, now that I think about it.
Do
take a
you
look.
play Magic the Gathering, Kev?
I used to when I was younger, yeah.
Okay.
I saw you tweet about the AI deck. I watched like 3 minutes of it, but then I got busy, so.
AI. Oh god, that was funny.
Dire team pick.
So I've been playing it since I went on holiday, because when I was on holiday, it was the only thing I could play on my phone. And in the evening, when you're watching American TV, as I'm sure you're aware, it's very slow.
Commercials.
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of ads. To the point
10
where,
seconds remaining.
well, I think the one that gets me the most is when the show's just started.
Select your heroes.
They introduce who's on it, and then they say, we'll be back after this, and you think, okay, great. And then if it's a game show, they'll have one round ads. But the worst one is when they say, we'll be back in a sec. They go to ads, they come back for the fucking credits, and then go to ads again. That I don't get. I think fully, I'm going to say I reckon 60% of the time on American TV you're watching ads. I don't feel that can be right, but it feels like it. It really feels like it.
I think it's at least like 20 minutes of an hour, but it might be higher right now, yeah.
I mean, the Next Generation, when that's on, that's a 40-minute program and 20 minutes of adverts. And they're so frequent that it breaks up the show completely. So when I'm watching British TV, the adverts are adverts, 15 minutes of program, adverts, 15 minutes of program including credits, adverts. So you basically get one ad break in the middle of a half-hour show.
Oh, that's not bad.
One. And the ad breaks might be a little longer, but you know when the ad break's on, I've got 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll come back. And when you watch football live on TV, it's 45 minutes unbroken, then adverts, then halftime is 50 minutes, chat, ad break, chat, ad break, back into the game for 45 minutes. If you watch baseball or American football, it's ads all the time. And adverts, by their nature, are intrusively loud and obnoxious, and they want to get your attention, and they're all like, like that. So it's not a relaxing break. It's a really annoying break, and you generally have to mute and unmute, like all the time. And I think of the adverts that we saw, I feel like fully a third of them were for some kind of medicine. Oh, they're using the Purge line.
Not what I expected.
Yep, gotta advertise those medicines. You can talk to your doctor about it to see if it works for
Ask
your
your
condition.
doctor about so and so. And they were all I mean, some of the side effects are obviously ridiculous. There was one of them which was, do not use Velasquez if you're allergic to Velasquez. I was like, well, fuck yes, of course, but how are you meant to know? This hot new drug just came out. Great advice. Who needs to be told not to
Clearly
use
some
something?
people are having some allergy problems with the drug, I guess.
Which is unbelievable.
Yeah, hey, they gotta make money.
Either way,
Because they know the insurance
really
companies
bad.
will pay it.
It was really bad.
But yeah, I can't watch regular TV anymore. That's why I always get like very disappointed / salty when people complain about me running 3 minutes of ads per hour on Twitch. I'm like, guys,
Right.
you can fucking survive, I promise you. Like,
You are used to a lot more.
they're like 8 out of 10, I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, see ya. Sorry, dude.
Oh, the hook missed.
Well, that guy's skill hook, hell yeah.
Posy 3 Pudge with hook. I don't like that.
Well,
Because how's he gonna... He needs to get the fleet. Question
what?
mark. The fleet.
how's he gonna get the fleet?
Flesh heap.
Oh, you can collect flesh heap while it's not skilled.
Yeah, but he needs to be able to... If they go on him, he presses E and he doesn't take any damage.
Oh, I mean, it's 7 damage reduction. It's not
a
that
lot.
much.
It's a lot.
But look how much damage he just did with hook.
Who did he hook?
Doesn't that win
Oh
the-
god, he almost killed Tetches. Alright. Oh, he's
Yeah.
had to salve up.
He did 150 pure damage, which is equivalent to 200 damage magic nuke.
Oh,
Isn't that pretty good for 1 skill point?
that is pretty good. You're right. I don't know
That's the
why.
value.
Look, Amos mid, which is... God help his team. Just randomly dragon slaving. Don't do it. Use it to secure the rangey. Now! Okay, see, that's when you do it, Amos.
Not the. I remember being like this, where I didn't feel confident last hitting, so I'd rely on spells a lot to get my last hits,
Right, but...
and then I would never have mana.
So to give you some idea, Amos just ran in, dragon slaved for 100 mana, didn't hit anything apart from sniper for a little tickle, And now he doesn't... He's going to run out of mana for killing this range creep.
Kill top. Okay.
Oh! Alright.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what
it's
Amos
a
is
mistake.
doing. This Purge is going to own.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He landed another nice hook there when the rookie retreated. Had to use a second blink strike, and then with the stun, they were able to chase down the Techis.
You've been burned.
Very good stuff. Sniper owning 5 whole last hits here in the mid lane. Oh man, that dragon save was not good. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
We got them all so in deny range. Oh no. It's a bad feeling. He's beating that tower up though.
Yeah. And just tanking. Every time he comes in, he tanks like 3 tower shots. Amos, please.
Yeah, not the best. And
It's
remember how
carry
when the
time.
Harpy Scout was popular?
Yeah.
No longer.
Good.
She's
Fucking ridiculous.
got some stuff going on all right. You ever look at her in portrait view or whatever?
No. You got
should
big old,
check it out,
big old
dude.
titties?
Yeah, it's
Where is she? Is she on?
small camp. Dire small camp right now.
Not
If you
what
want
I
to see her.
expected.
So, look, is it the queen?
No,
Harpy,
not the
Harpy
not the purple one.
Stormcrafter.
No, the scout. You gotta look at the scout, dude.
Right, hold
The Stormcrafter has some dignity. She wears like a tunic.
on. Damn!
Shani88 just resubbed for 1 month.
Swipe right. They
She'll
killed
definitely
Lena.
match you.
Lena died. She matched
She will definitely match.
Shani88 just
Smash
resubbed
her
for
on
1
everybody,
month.
And then purge me. Oh no, she didn't have purge. She got take off. She'll pierce my heart and then she'll take off on me.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, how's the lanes going here?
They've got
Ricky
a bounty.
is-
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he went boots first. The old boots Shadow Walk build. They're actually pressuring the Veno out of lane here. Okay, he was planting a tree to eat it. Wait, he's a support. Okay, interesting. Guess you can't get a last hit if you are a support, huh? He's got 2 points Poison Sting though, so he's gonna be able to beat up the axe pretty easy here.
He's
He might die
dead.
though. No, it's
He's
not.
not dead.
If they had Battle Hunger, maybe.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Uh-oh. They're going to kill Richard. Yes, lads! Mad Hop's getting it. Pudge is 2-0.
2 flesh heaps.
2 fleep already. Techies has pulled. Uncontested. Here comes Alpha. Played with a lion. I think it was this morning or yesterday. Oh god, Amos is dead again. Yeah. Don't go in tower range. Calm down, Llama.
The power of shrapnel. And he's got 2 Wraith Bands too, so good luck beating him in that. Oh, he's also got 2 levels on his opponent too. That's gonna make it easy. He's got that little piddly gun though, the Gunslinger's Rifle.
Yeah,
He's part of like the
it's
base.
dog shit. And now Cool Llama is on my don't play with list, so good for him.
Why too good?
No, just tipping Amos, because you've beaten Amos mid, you're tipping him. Fuck off. Amos is dog shit.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
that's what we do,
Oh,
right?
trouble. Uh-oh.
He hasn't flesh heap yet.
No need.
That is one of the worst skills in the game right now, is early tricks of the trade. It's so bad.
Is it really bad?
Oh yeah, it's really bad. It only does 40% of your attack damage, but
Oh,
increases your agility. So it increases his damage by like 15 up to 90, but then he loses 60% of that damage. It's garbage. Gets better later, I guess, as you get more agility, but
So even if you don't think Sniper is a particularly good hero, Kev, I think you can see why the lads generally ban it. It's not a hero that the lads
Yeah.
know how to play against.
yeah, it's a hero that does abuse low level players for sure, because they're not very good at the gap close stuff. So he kind of just outranges everybody. All you have to do is right click somebody. You throw shrapnels and you right click somebody. That's
Yeah.
very easy to do. And then you drop the ulti, so the range advantage is just quite good.
Oh,
and you
this
can
could
farm
be
the
death.
shrapnel as well.
Oh, hello, sir.
Not for the likes of you.
Well
Oh, nicely
played,
done.
boys.
Has been killed.
Okay. Treads Pudge, interesting. For the right clicks, I guess. Pog Daddy's still farming pretty good though. Got his Vanguard complete with boots, so he's gonna be ready to run in his months.
Amos pre-level 6 rotation here. He's actually only level 5. Sniper, meanwhile, has come bot. He's level 7. Could be a double kill. Oh dear. Yep, here it is. Oh, Lena can do nothing. Went top, did nothing. Came bot, did nothing, and they get the deny off. Pog Daddy with a deny. Oh, this is going poorly for the lads.
Yeah. Yeah, Amos kind of revealing, hey, I'm here with the Dragon Slave without securing the kill. It's a mistake you gotta learn pretty early on. Gotta land that stun first so that you get more right clicks. Amos just lost his boots as well.
Yeah, Amos is having a shocker. But Amos is a nice lad, but he really is bad at Dota, like, really bad.
Well, I mean, I guess Pudge is doing kind of okay. There's 3 flesh heaps. Fleeps.
Fleep. Oh, Amos is here.
Amos is very into the Dragon Slave and Runaway playstyle, I gotta say.
Hasn't got any mana in some time, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, you know what hero he should play? He should play Zeus. The way he's playing Dota is very Zeus-like.
Yeah, no, he should have picked Zeus.
Cast spells and run away. Like,
also, would be pretty good this game. Keep your distance from everybody.
Yeah,
decent
little vision.
Up, but pick up some kills. Get the Viz for the Richard. All that stuff.
Oh, he's buying some support items. Observer Ward, Sentries, and...
Pog Daddy really was killable there, but I think Super already used his combo. I don't play Tech Tiny, even though he feels like a hero I absolutely should be playing. He's got everything I like in a hero, but I just never play him.
He's less bursty than he used to be, but he still does a lot of bursts. They nerfed the Avatos combo a little, but they buffed him in all the tree grab ways, so he's a better core than he used to be. Still as good as 4, just not quite as bursty. He's the most picked hero at the major right now, actually.
Oh, is he really?
Yep.
I mean,
his win rate is about 50.
He always will be, seemingly. Oh, they get the stun. Madhops isn't level 5. It's the bomber. Madhops isn't level 6. I mean, he's so close. Just needs a creep to die. He'll get it. There it is. 3 up here. Some odd rotations. Axe leading the way. Pog Daddy is very farmed. 10 minutes in. He's almost got his blink. He's got Vanguard boots.
Oh, we might actually have... Ricky's got no mana. He forgot to flush heap again.
I don't think he knows. They do get him.
Amos?
No!
Oh.
No! No! Eat him! That's a kill. That's a kill.
Tread's kind of owning, actually. He's getting a lot more damage off with this attack speed. That was kind of cool. That was a nice little fight. I kind of wish he flesh heaped on the first eat on the Ricky or whatever, because then he got silenced and took a bunch of damage. But it worked out. Cool Llama rotated with the Masking Manos, just hoping to get a cleanup and not going to find anything here. And he will just have to settle with pushing this wave out.
He has gone for Mom Sniper, which is the correct and only build.
That is true. The attack speed is just way too good. His skill build a little interesting, more take aim than headshot.
I think he's just 1 level in shrapnel. Way! Here we go.
Got the flesh heap off. He should be fine.
That's the strength of it.
Did you say 1 shrapnel?
Yeah, you don't need more than that. Just fucking get the headshot and the take aim.
You do.
Blink them.
You can go that build, but you have to get at least like 2 or 3 shrapnels. Like, it does a shitload of damage to creeps. I mean, it lasts for 10 seconds, right? So level 4 shrapnel Ted is 700 AoE damage.
Nah, mate. I want to be clicking. I want to be clicking lads in the head.
Click them with their strap. 700 AoE damage. Think of that for farming.
Yeah.
Like stack of camps, 700 AoE damage nuke. That's like a Lion Finger of Death. Bah. How are you gonna pass that up?
Because I get Mask Madness Maelstrom, mate.
Yeah, you can get that by farming faster with shrapnel.
Yeah, but I can also get it by killing lads, surely, Kev.
Yeah, but you can do that with shrapnel too, can't you?
Nah, they just walk away.
It lad kills. It doesn't slowly
Yeah.
while you're auto attacking them with headshots.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. 110 damage per headshot.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff in between is all I'm saying.
Run the numbers on it for me. Oh,
Run the numbers are not that hard to run.
run them.
Okay, so you're doing 100 or you're doing 70 damage per second with shrapnel while you're hitting them with level 1 headshot. And they're slowed super hard,
Right.
and then they just fucking die. And sometimes
Alright.
you shrapnel the creep wave, then you walk away and shrapnel the small camp,
All right.
and then you like shrapnel
yeah,
from
that
1,000
is
units
good.
away.
So when
There's-
would you ever max
Radiant's middle
headshot?
tower is under attack.
Never.
Shrapnel is just kind of super value is the problem. Like when Pure plays it, sometimes he's the guy that plays for Entity. Well, he's not this tournament because he couldn't get a visa, but well, he played it safe lane and he would go like 3 points and then he would go more into the other. But you should definitely get at least like 2, maybe 3 points of shrapnel in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Note.
Because it just increases your farm so much. Like if there's like an axe in the lane, you just shrapnel it and you fucking walk away and go jungle, you know?
Right.
And then you still get like 2 to 3 of those and you counter push them. Like it's a really good hero for counter pushing too because of the amount of AoE damage and the distance that you can be when you shoot it.
And I guess that it's really hard for them to gap
Radiant's
close on
bottom
you with the
tower
slow,
is
right?
under
Like,
attack.
it's just brutal.
Sure. Yeah, ideally. Yeah, you don't necessarily want them to know that you're there, but yeah, before you throw the shrapnel. But yeah, throw the shrapnel down.
Oh,
And then
this is
it
a big
allows you to play your
rotation bot
distance
here,
better.
Kev, by the way. Got a lot of heroes down here. They're all
whole
down
team.
here. And they're all just going to walk away.
Amos playing 0 stat items, unfortunately. No
He is level 7.
Wraith bands, no talismans, nothing. He's like, I need a Shadow Blade.
He
Like
is-
his HP is
It's
very low.
so bad. He's almost an assassinate away from death. When this gets to level 2, in a few seconds, that's over half his health in one assassinate. What is
Oh,
this
yeah,
little
he's-
squishy guy gonna do?
He is gonna die a lot, yeah. It's not gonna be very good for him. Now he's tanking these skellies really good. Mid tower's been dead for who knows how long. It's not even on the
Radiant's top tower is under
tracker.
attack.
It's been that long.
Yeah, it's been ages.
How's the Pudge doing? Just jungling his Ags, I guess.
So how do you feel about tank Cardell Sharpeye?
I'm sorry, what did you
You
just
rush
say?
a heart. No
On
one
who?
expects tank Cardell.
Pudge?
Cardell Sharpeye, sniper.
Heart Sniper.
Heart, you rush a heart.
Fucking
No one
really
expects
bad.
it. No
It
one
sounds
expects the
so
tanky
bad.
sniper. They think, get
Yeah,
the sniper, he's
I
squishy.
think I know why.
Then he stands there going, bip, 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 and they can't do anything.
And he's lowering their attack speed so they can't kill him as fast.
Exactly.
You're so right, dude. I mean,
Oh
it's
my
like
god, Amos is going to die to battle hunger, possibly. She smoked to try and get away. The stun misses. Oh, Amos, mate, please stop. Oh, hello. Hello.
Oh, the bombs.
Oh my god. Oh, this is over.
Oh,
Yikes.
Bog Daddy getting the 3 armor actually
Triple.
from that. Really nice.
Oh, no. One of them was just a spin. He's only got 2 armor.
No,
Two,
he's got
2
3.
cold.
It
Says cold
yeah,
armor
I
2.
don't-
I think
yeah,
you
he
get
didn't
1.5 per at this level.
yeah, it does scale up, so previous chops will level up,
Right.
unlike Necrophos. But
One of them,
No, that's
ran
good.
when he was running after
Radiant's
Lina, he
bottom
took a
tower
tower shot and
is
just
under
spam.
attack.
I see. That's a bummer. Pudge still farming in the meantime, which looks fine.
This
Radiant's
is
bottom
over.
tower
This
has
is over.
I think the game's over.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, shit, there's a
12k
big
gold
gold.
lead. 12k gold lead at 15 minutes.
How do you think Amos is doing here?
I reckon he's
Yeah,
level
worth
8. He's level 7. He's level 7.
How do you like his net worth on the charts there?
Ooh, just slightly more than the techies. Well, he's done well there.
Wait, he just
He's
got a
now
D-ward out. What
dewarding.
about now?
He's now dewarding. He is no longer a core.
Hey, you just got 160 gold for that. Are you gonna?
He's now warding and dewarding. Amos, you are a core.
The jungle has everything its desire.
Oh, he doesn't have his eat. Can they get this guy?
Yep.
Amos owning.
Hello. Didn't
Oh,
get
man,
the
that's
kill
not
though.
good. Ooh, Amos helping out. Oh, they might be able to get bounty too. Land the stun.
Yes.
Oh, he does it.
Oh my god, it's a disaster. Oh my god, Liv Zalpa, you were out! Oh my god, Amos, you were out too! Oh no.
Oh, 2 chops in that fight. It was going kind of good. The toss from Tiny was bad. It tossed his line instead of the axe, which might have made the difference. A little bit more stun duration, let line get away, let him reset, get kills. All things considered, could have been worse. It's only level 1 tracks, so...
It could have been worse. That's what you want to hear.
Oh yeah, it could have been way worse. No doubt about that one. Alright, let's see if we can land this hook through 18 creeps. I would just move north right now and go for the better hook, but he's gonna...
He's just
this
rushing
hook
the
is
axe.
impossible.
I think if he gets a blink, he just gets on top of this sniper. That might be something. I don't know.
Yeah, Blink is really good on Pudge for that reason, but if he just lands the hook, he's a fucking Blink. Yeah, he's gonna back from this one, not gonna press his luck.
This is when you know the game is over, by the way. If you look at Pog Daddy in the bot lane, when their 3 is able to just fucking play here and doesn't give a hoot, I call that trouble, Kev. I call that trouble with a capital axe.
They could just go kill him, but they're probably gonna misexecute it, so it does make it a little bit hard here.
But this is the meta, isn't it? You pick this tanky Pos 3. It would take a bunch of you to go kill him. Is it worth it? Meanwhile, terrible things are happening. Meanwhile, look at this. They're all chasing a bounty. There's 4 guys here chasing a bounty. This is ideal. And you've got Techie's axe just farming up their jungle. Richard farming up the mid. Rough. Very rough. He's getting a Deso, I think.
It's got the diffusal.
Oh,
Deso next?
He's getting a Deso.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that'll be pretty good. That'll make his diffusal blade damage better. They have a lot of squishies, so this will work out nice. Mad Hop's gonna fight.
Pog Daddy might be in trouble here.
Mad Hops can't decide where he wants to go.
They've used everything on him, and yet still he lives. Mad Hops is going in. Who's he gone in on? Killed the techies. Can they get more? They lost Lena. Lena's not a great loss. Big call, but they're going to get Pog Daddy here. They get him. They do lose 2. Richard is here. He's going to come in. He's going to get a kill. They do get the off on 2. Big toss. No, you needed to gale them, or they just live.
Mad Hops scared to commit.
Oh!
Okay.
I think
that was good.
Mad Hops might have just come in there.
It would have been cleaner for sure.
And saved Tiny. And he does have
his eggs.
He does have 10 flesh heap, Kev.
He's pretty tanky. Yeah, he's getting there. 20 extra strength. Not bad. Not too bad. They're still very behind. Axe and Sniper both have huge net worth. And ultimately, I'm sure what's going to happen is that even if they kind of keep this close for the next 20 minutes, if Track doesn't win them the game, Sniper being very, very farmable because his itemization is perfect so far. The old Tricore of Mask of Manus, Maelstrom, Dragonlance. Going to go BKB next to be safe. He even got the Grow Bow, for God's sake. Guy can attack across the whole map. But maybe Pudge will do some crazy shit. You never know. Maybe he'll die. Oh, he's so dead. Oh!
Wow.
He actually died because I think his flesh heat might have been a cooldown. So he took too much from the rod.
Oh, they do get Richard!
That was cool.
That was cool. Was that Finger and Laguna?
Yes, yeah.
You're gonna get another one here. Amos played out of his brain! Coop, look out! The Sniper Man is here! Everybody run! Oh my god.
The track will. Just a simple godlike streak on a sniper, nothing, no big deal.
Nothing to worry about, lads. He's only 11-0-6.
It was an even fight, actually. Only
Chicken underscore chaser 9 just resubbed
other than the whole
for 10
being
months.
dead part.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what the fuck is Techie's doing?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's not a part of this team.
Demolition. Love a little jungling with techies, man. It goes so fast.
What's up, Yanis? You can join us for game 3 if you want, bud. The coward clip, it's a classic. A classic of the stream. Let's rush
You're talking
down,
about Pudge in the previous fight? Or 2 fights ago?
He's got an SMG, we all just grab guns.
We're banging. When I get close.
Don't, oi! Whoever that was, fucking Let me just watch. He's got an SMG. We all just grab guns. Yeah,
We're
Soup
banging.
tucks in. Look at that
Oi!
shit. Oi, oi, oi. Whoever that
Hey,
was,
you said it
fucking
first.
get in there, you cunt. I will stab you in the
One
fucking
hard
back,
left, hard
Super. You gutless piece of
Alright, they
shit
are working on the
nerd.
fire side.
There is a chance that they fucking know
See if they
that's
figure it
not
out.
their side.
Hey? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
They're Roshan.
Oh yeah, cool.
That they fucking know they figure it out.
Dire's top tower.
There's a DD armor key though. Ooh.
Who takes it? Pog Daddy takes it. Oh my! Oh, dear! They do get
Oh, he
Richard
messed
to
up.
start the fight. Where banana? Here comes a big call from Pog Daddy potentially.
Oh, that hook.
That's a big hook, but it's not what they wanted. Just gave them vision. Amos! Amos! Oh my days. What was Pog Daddy doing there? He's gonna die to battle hunger.
Oh, the tranquils.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, it's ticking. It's ticking.
Okay, it's good.
He's
Oh, he's gonna
away.
reapply it.
Dire's courier has
Blink, you fool! Yeah!
Stole his armor.
Axe leaves you broken.
Another 2 armor for his body.
Radiant's
Okay.
top tower is under attack.
Good for him. 600 damage for Cooling Blade now. That makes it a lot easier.
Wait, did Yanis say he can do the next one or he can't do the next one? Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright, gotcha.
Radiant's middle
I mean,
tower
yo,
is
Fog,
under
do you see what I'm saying, right? He literally,
Radiant's
we're
top
all
tower is
charging
falling.
ramp on Mirage. Oh, who used the BKB? Sniper by
Sniper?
accident. Yeah, accidentally
Oh,
BKB.
sniper.
That's obviously where he had his Mask of Madness till that point.
Radiant's bottom
Mm-hmm.
tower is under attack.
He hides and waits for us to go past like a fucking coward. Called out. Soups is a lad, he's been a viewer for fucking like years. And every now and then I'm like, yeah, I'll play with Soups. And then every time I remember why I don't want to.
Hurtful.
Radiant's bottom tower
Poor
is under
Soups.
attack.
See another viewer of yours?
Yeah,
Radiant's bottom tower
a
is
solid
falling.
lad. Good lad, but fucking dreadful player.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is
Pop
under
Daddy
attack.
doesn't have a heart yet, so he can't
Radiant
just take this
structures
forever.
are fortified.
Oh, hello!
That was a really good one.
But
We
at
did
what
flesh heap
cost?
though. God, he dies fast.
Woo! Oh! They're gonna get a
Lon's
couple of
gonna
them
die,
here. This is
sure.
pretty big, actually. Stun the axe.
Wait, Axe had the Aegis? Oh, hell yeah.
Zal!
We're whipping him. Zalper's doing the right stuff. Does he have Avalanche? He does. He could have done it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
he has
was thinking
blink,
too much
blink,
about healing
blink
there.
Avalanche. That is a shame.
It's still a great fight.
Yeah.
When Sniper died, I was like, all right, he's gonna respawn from this Aegis and he's gonna fucking destroy them. But hey, they win the fight. So Tiny gets a bunch of gold. That was 1,400 from the Sniper Godlike, and now he gets 2,000 gold to spend.
That was cowardice. That is so. The Tiny is the guy who was the coward in the clip you guys just watched. Unbelievable. Where he was a
Capirx9
coward.
just resubmed for 4
Super
months.
absolutely could have killed the axe there, and didn't
Radiant's middle
because his
tower
instinct
under
is,
attack.
"Oh, I didn't want to die." But that means he's just afraid all the time.
Probably was looking at the fountain and crying, sprinting to the fountain. Didn't want to die.
Maybe.
Sometimes you gotta click the fountain and then go back to watching what's happening, just in case something else happens that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Going BKB Tiny, don't see those too often, I don't think.
Reg, the previous game ended like
Middle tower
26
is
minutes
under
ago,
attack.
bud. I'm pretty sure you can talk about the game you were in. Were you on the losing team? If so, you guys were terrible and you had an awful draft.
Dire's bottom tower is
So
under
mean.
attack.
Really telling them how it is, huh?
Oh dear. This axe appears to have... Oh, hello!
Oh, that kind of fucked it up.
I don't know why he didn't eat him.
Yeah, he got fogged a little bit. He went to the
Oh.
right, so it interrupted the animation, and then it was kind of lost opportunity, unfortunately. It was a good try, though. Alright, back on the map. Amos so farmed,
This
Shadow Blade
Ricky has
completed.
been dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it felt like. He keeps getting killed by the combos.
Venowalt does catch a few here.
Amos on him.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Will he
dear
throw the
God.
hook? He does, but it's a little bit late.
There is a
Actually,
ceremonial
might have
robe here. Anyone want the ceremonial robe?
Pudge in trouble.
Oh, hello, the combo! Yes, lads! Ceremonial robe.
Casting Rod did not help, but was definitely going to die anyways. Level 3 Sniper ult, that's 700 damage. Shrike Toss 250 plus a Janata hit. It's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. But he's got the blink on Pudge at least, so you can start doing some blink dismembers.
is under attack.
Maybe on a Sniper, but yeah, they got lots of BKBs, so the fights are hard still. Amos is getting his ultis off, that part's good.
Yeah. I mean, the Finger Laguna looks good when it
Radiant's
happens.
middle tower is under
It does.
attack.
They always put it on the Ricky is what's happening. It's part of the reason Ricky's struggling a little bit. Every single fight, they're
Yeah,
like,
they're
there's the
just
Ricky,
blowing him
fucking
up.
ulti him.
Yeah. I think they must realize at this point that the actual villain of the piece is Sniper, who's 19, 1 and 11.
Yeah,
You must kill
it's
the
hard,
Sniper.
though. Because you have to get to the back line. He doesn't necessarily show. You see the rest of his teammates, but not him.
I mean, this is
So
the
you
issue
jump on the
with,
first guy.
This is the issue with the Posse 3... Oh, hello. With the Posse 3 Pudge with no blink. He's got one now, but now he needs a BKB. Oh, God, Richard just wants to die. He's away. Oh, dear God.
Hook him, hook him. Oh, that's Pudge being a coward there for sure.
Coward!
You gotta go for the sniper, I think, when in that situation. You're not gonna be able to walk
You're
away.
not going to get away. Oh, big call. Big call. Big call.
You just gotta land the hook and then dismember him and
You got to go for it.
hope your team backs you up. What is the LVP? Is that a
Least valuable
award?
player.
Oh, okay.
Radiant's middle tower.
Well, he is.
We didn't do it last time, Kev, because you were new. I wanted to ease you in. But we have to normally come up with an MVP, an honourable mention, a dishonourable mention, and an LVP.
Okay, what's a dishonorable mention?
It's like, imagine, like, if you had a game of... Are there any sports that you do enjoy other than Dota?
I don't really watch that many sports, no,
Right.
but I'm slightly familiar with sports.
Alright,
Yes.
so let's imagine that you were watching a game of, say, baseball. And Pete Alonso for the Mets steps up and slaps 3 home runs and gets a double as well and is perfect at first base, you know, which is pretty much what he does every game. As a Mets fan, I'm happy to state that. He would get MVP. But let's say that Francisco Lindor got a couple of really good at-bats, fouled off a lot of pitches, got a base on balls, got a single, got a double, stole a base or two, and then some really nice defensive plays. You would say that I would be saying as the commentator post-game, this game was all about Pete Alonso. What a performance from Pete Alonso. He's been there for the Mets all season, absolutely phenomenal, stepped up when he needed it, 8 RBIs in this game, 3 home runs and a double. Enormous performance from Pete Alonso, and they've relied on that. And you'd say, well, yes, but don't forget about Francisco Lindor, because he's also been superb. And I think that whilst he maybe wasn't as big a factor as Pete Alonso, his performance was stellar. So you would say MVP Pete, honourable mention for Francisco Lindor. Now let's say that the catcher for the Yankees, whoever that is, I don't give a shit, gave up like 4 pitches, like they just went through him, gave up a bunch of bases. He tried to throw people out. All his throws to second when it sailed into the outfield, gave up more bases for the Mets. You would say LVP. And then their pitcher, let's say their pitcher had a stinker, gave a bunch of runs, got pulled in the 4th inning, their starting pitcher. You would say dishonourable. That wasn't a great outing from him, but their catcher really was bottom of the barrel. That would be a dishon for the pitcher and an LVP for the catcher. So we need to think, who was the most important player for Jonny and his mates. I would say Cool Llama, clear MVP,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah,
But did
Cool Llama
anybody
number
else?
one.
Anybody else? I'm saying for an
Axe?
honorable for Axe, for Chad,
For sure.
Giga Chad Pog Daddy, right? Now
13,
LVP,
3 and 13.
right? Huge LVP for Supercunts. I want to say Amos.
Yeah, for sure.
Lost mid horribly, did nothing, terrible rotations, was awful.
Bad item.
Dison, tempted to say Soups for being a gutless coward, but he did get 8 kills, the most on his team. So I kind of don't really know who to give it to. So in that case, we would say no Disons, LVP Amos, honorable for Giga Chad Pog Daddy, MVP Cool Llama. Sound good?
Yep, sounds good.
All right, cool. Let's hop in a channel.
And now I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I have a wife 36.
Mm-hmm.
What's the 36 mean?
That's episode 36 of the I Have a Wife pornography series starring Jonny Sins,
Okay.
a fellow bald man.
Ugh. Good one.
Ugh.
Are there any, who's your favorite bald Twitch streamer, other than yourself?
I don't really watch Twitch much.
Oh, really? You
Flax.
should watch, True. Flax is good. You should watch Northern Lion sometime.
I've seen Northern Line. I've actually worked with him a few times. Nice lad.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
he's cool.
nice lad.
He was the first person I ever did a collab with.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
in, like 2012 or some shit. He sent me. He had like 50,000 YouTube subs at the time.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
had, like,
yeah.
10.
Same. It was way back.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's done really great for himself. So well done, well done.
He has.
Happy to see a bald man succeeding. Always. The issue with other bald men, and he gets this as well, is if people will send you pictures of those bald men and say like, "Have you ever noticed how much you look like so and so?" Now, if you photoshopped hair onto me and hair onto Northern Lion, different hairstyles, you would not say that we look the same. The fact is, we're both bald and we both wear glasses. That's all that people see. So as a four-eyed baldy, it grinds my gears a bit when people think that I look like every other bald man with glasses. People say to me, "Did I just see you in, Birmingham shopping centre?" No, you just saw a bald man. You just saw a bald man. I'm nowhere near there.
I thought it was gonna be like an actor or something.
No.
Just like a random person.
Yeah, I get sent pictures that people have taken with their mobile phones of some random bald guy looks nothing like him. Would I say Shane? So Shane doesn't stream anymore, Turnfolk. Shane has a job at ESL. He's had a job for about 5 years, I think, something like that. Maybe 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So I would not call him a streamer because he works for ESL. He is now my employer. He is my boss when I get hired.
He's also like a director basically now too, because with the DHL videos, 2 times ago, he was like the guy sitting behind the program TV, sitting next to the director. Like he'd be like the so when you have like a sponsorship, you have like a guy that has to like make sure everything's done by the book.
Right.
You know, like make sure you include X, X, and X.
Yeah.
So Shane had to do that. But on our last shoot, the normal director guy, he got COVID like right before we shot. So then Shane just did the whole thing. So now Shane's like big shot director basically. Pretty good at it.
I would just like it if he remembered me when he's enormous. I would like it if all of you remembered me. Get that old man in to do something. Ted could do something. I could hold that piece of reflective material up for the set. You know, that kind of thing. I could do that.
Or just your head. Bounce light off the dome onto the face of the person that needs it. Who else can do that?
Oh man, you're right. Well, Slacks and Shane, so that's the problem. There's a lot of competition. You think Dota fucking talent is competitive? Imagine that you can only hire one bald lad to reflect light on set. That's 3 of us going for that job now.
I don't know, Shane's head is looks pretty like light reflectant, I gotta say.
Yeah,
I think he would be the best at it.
Yeah, I think he would. He's got the full Picard. Like his baldness goes right back to the very back of his crown.
Yeah.
And then he has hair at the side. I'd say I'm a half moon. There's still hair about halfway up. I'd rather it all just fucked off, in all honesty. I'd just get rid of it all. May as well. Because having fuck all hair is better than having like half a head of hair. Because then you live in hope. You're like, maybe it'll come back. It won't come back. I did read something the other day saying there's a cure for baldness. It's not demoxenil. It's like potentially there's like one gene responsible, and if they can flip that, your hair grows back. I would love that. I don't care how painful it is. I don't care if they say it's months of agony. I will do it just to feel.
How many years off your life would you trade for it?
A year. A full year.
One full year.
I'd regret it on my deathbed, but I'd do it in the moment.
Yeah.
I think, holy shit, I could have lived another year. What was I fucking thinking?
Yeah.
Just to have a haircut.
Take the drug and then like just plaster your entire house with like pictures of you with hair, looking super happy.
You know what? I
Then
think I wouldn't now at 46 because it won't be ready till I'm probably 56, right? And if they said trade a year of your life, that's like a decent percentage. That's potentially 5% of my remaining life. It's not worth it.
Yeah, you'd just
But
be
if
some
I
like
was
old
26,
guy with cool hair.
Right. If I was 26, I'd do it. I'd take a year. Because when you're in your 20s, a year, who cares? That's a million miles away.
With that said, though, like I mean, you got married quite young too, so like.
At 25, actually, yeah.
So.
But I had hair.
Did you even need the hair?
I
guess so.
I got married and then very quickly lost the hair.
It's the stress, I'm sure.
You have met Mrs. F, that's true.
I have. No, she was really nice.
Yeah, she is. Oh, this is going to be a hell of a game. We got some lads. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. Oh, a bunch of lads. I wish I could look at their MMR. Oh, this guy's got 800 matches. 800 matches. A lot of excuses to being bad in this game. 1,300 matches. It's a lot of new players, actually. 1,600 matches. 700 matches. 2,000 matches. Basically, everybody here has 2,000 matches or less. Oh, this guy, Action Dan, 3,500 matches. Oh shit, I just got a Papa John's ad on Twitch. They put pepperoni inside the cheese crust, the crust cheese. Can you believe that? I have a firm belief that all of these like food and beverage companies, they like sit down with like
What is the hold-up?
their Slack's equivalent, and they just like plan all of their food innovations for the next like 20 years, and they space them out very carefully so that they don't like drop all the cool new things. I did get a pre-roll on his stream, yes.
Me?
Yep, it was a Papa John's ad.
Oh, you're kidding me. Are you serious?
I'm serious, it really
Father
was.
Jonathan with an advert on my stream?
Father Jonathan. They put pepperoni inside the crust cheese.
Oh,
you know, the cheese that goes in the crust.
That's
Stuffed crust and hand stuffed with pepperoni.
Remaining.
That was something Mrs. F said when we were in America, is they fucking love cheese, don't they?
We really, yeah. Of course.
I mean,
It's
I
good.
love cheese, but I feel like you guys put it in fucking anything. Every advert involves either medicine or cheese. I feel like if you could combine the two, you'd have the best product in American history. Some kind of cheesy medicine. That would be like...
We do that often for dogs.
Right, I'm saying you need it for people.
5 seconds remaining.
People medicine cheese.
Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue.
It's like a block of cheddar that also helps
Radiant
with your
team
diabetes
back.
or something.
Mm.
Did I get the cheese spray can pylon? What does that mean, Stanners? I didn't buy any cheese spray can.
Oh, I think that's supposed to be Pyrian, maybe?
Yeah, no, it's a common thing. People sometimes
okay.
call me pylon for some reason. Don't know if it's an
10
autocorrect.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. Originally an autocorrect, now a good.
Now just a
Canned
funny,
cheese
a funny
is
meme.
it's okay.
Disgusting. It's disgusting.
There's most of the cheese is made in Wisconsin, actually, the state that I'm from.
Yes, cheeseheads. That's what they call you lot.
That's exactly right. If you're going to, if the dress code is like business formal, you are allowed to wear a Packer jersey. in my state. That's a worthy substitute.
I wish that were true. That'd be amazing.
It's pretty fucking close to true. At church, it was very common. Very common. Like, people would wear jerseys, and everyone would be like, okay, that's all right.
Radiant team back.
The Lord is with the Packers, obviously, so this is fine.
Of course, yeah. Was that Brett Favre? Was he a Green Bay Packer legend? Is that who he played
It was.
for?
Yep,
And then
he
Aaron
was,
Rodgers came in?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is, what, last 10 years or something. Interesting. 2 dickheads for
QB.
football.
What was wrong with Brett
quarterbacks.
Favre? Is he a dickhead?
He dick picked a woman
Silly
journalist.
Turtle 255 just resubbed for 6 months.
Was she not into it?
Yep.
Okay, well that sucks then.
Radiant team
He was still married too,
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, what do you expect? He's from Mississippi or something.
Oh, those fucking Mississippians.
Oh well, he was good at football though.
He was a great
Mostly.
quarterback. He was a great quarterback.
A lot of interceptions, but he made for fun
10
games. I used to watch a lot of football
He,
in
wa-
his
he, wa-
glory
he was
days.
really good. Aaron Rodgers was also very good
5
though.
seconds remaining.
But he never did he ever win a Super Bowl?
Aaron Rodgers.
Let's have a look.
He definitely played in one. I haven't watched football in probably 20 years. But I used to watch a ton when I was a
He
kid.
won XLV, which was in
2011?
2011. So you did win 11 years ago. When was the last time the Mets won the World Series? I want to say 86. Yep, 1986. This could be our year, Kevin.
Really?
We've got an
Randall's
amazing
underscore just
team.
resubbed
Like
for
really,
19 months.
genuinely, this is the best Mets team I've seen since we got into the World Series and lost. I think
Okay.
we got swept, or I think it might have been 4-1. That was about 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago.
Okay.
But this is
10
a
seconds
really
remaining.
good Mets team. Like we've got some great pitchers. We've got
5
DeGrom, we've got Max
seconds remaining.
Scherzer. I mean, that's like 2 dubs right there. We've got some really good hitting. It's impressive.
Dire team
Jonas,
pick.
thank you. What, number 750 on the gifted subs. Good God, man. So
The
I
round
lost
number.
about 300 subs going on holiday,
Dire
Kev.
team back.
That many? Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That's what-
these
that's
internet
what that for
issues
me
ain't
this year.
fucking helping, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. I lost a lot of subs doing DPC too, because I just streamed way less.
Yeah, it
But-
sucks.
That's the trade-off.
For anyone
Make money.
complaining about the lag, my ISP are being fucking useless. There's nothing I can do about it. Please don't make technical recommendations in
Mr.
chat.
underscore he just
Stream is just
resubbed
gonna be
for
fucked for a
45
while.
months.
Probably a
Virgin
week
still
or
fucking
so.
about I see.
Yeah, they're being fucking idiots. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
So no backdooring about ISP, but backdooring about Dota is okay.
10
Absolutely.
seconds remaining.
Backseat, I mean, not backdoor. No backdooring
No
allowed.
5
backdooring.
seconds remaining.
Ooh, a CM pick.
Team back.
That's a pub favorite right there. Free mana for the homies.
She is ridiculously good right now.
Radiant team back.
Oh, she has a really high win rate in Herald, actually. It's 54.7%.
She's
That's got to be
strong.
one of the highest.
Her ult is nuts.
That's
Uh,
true. Yeah, Herald's pretty
and
good.
The shard meaning she can move about.
Mhm.
And it's just
Yeah,
if
that's
you
pretty
get a
good.
BKB on her, it is a
10 seconds.
fuckload of
Dire
damage.
team back.
And
Yeah,
honestly,
that's
her
true.
spammable spells in lane are super fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, they're great. Secure the range creep while harassing 2 heroes. Shit like that. It's
Very
just so good.
strong.
Radiant
And the
Also,
attack speed
I-
reduction, too.
I know this is something you'll hate me for, but as a support, she can actually farm jungle reasonably well. Like she can go and
Hmm.
farm, kill the big creep, get some money. No one else is hitting it. May as well take it. I always say to the lads, if you're walking about as a support, you've got nothing else to do, everybody's just chilling, you're recovering from a fight, or you've just won a
10
fight, taking an
seconds
objective, everyone's gone back
remaining.
chilling. If you're standing next to a camp, and you just walk about like a
5
twat,
seconds remaining.
you're wasting money, you're
Mhm.
wasting time. Because that camp, if you farm it, if you farm it, you get gold. That's good for the team. If you don't farm it, that's like a massive sink. Because that's money that is on your side of the map that is farmable that you are poo-pooing. You're saying, nah, I'd rather just stand around. Hit the fucking creeps. If no one's farming that wave, hit the fucking wave. Shove that wave out. Make them respond to their towers getting pushed instead of our waves
That's
constantly
right.
being farmed. Go and hit fucking creeps. I don't care if you support. Hit the creeps. She does it very well. Brew and
Yeah.
Purge.
Two fat ones. No, when you talked about her farming, the first thing I thought you were gonna say was pushing out waves. That's really, I do sometimes frostbite creeps in neutral camps, and you're right that if everyone's standing around, that's a good thing to do. But I love pushing out waves as her. It's so easy with Max Nova. You blast the wave, you get like at least 75% of the last hits. It is not hard to get items on that hero.
It's absolutely not. You can get a BKB real quick. You get Blink BKB on this bitch. What's she gonna do? She's gonna blink in there. She's gonna BKB. She's gonna ult, and then they're fucking. That's it. They can't stand and fight.
That's right. Unless they have the Basher or BKB piercing disable, but that's pretty rare.
Wait,
Yeah, it's a good hero.
I think Amos, who was the LVP in the previous game, is talking about his team.
Dire team pick.
Seeing as we're on sports talk, I'm tempted to say something about football, but I'm concerned I'm getting eviscerated. Let me see. He says, I hate his team. Let me think. Which team does he support? I hate the following teams in no particular order. Southampton, Portsmouth, Chelsea, Man United, Man City,
10 seconds
Leeds.
remaining.
What other teams do I really hate?
5 seconds.
I'd say that more or less covers it.
It's a lot of hate. Like 6 fucking teams.
Yeah, there was a lot of professional teams in the UK. You got to remember,
I suppose so.
like 92 or something stupid like that.
That many? Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
god.
a lot. A lot of teams I don't hate.
I'm surprised you know them all well enough to have hate for them, I guess.
Well, I mean, bearing in mind, I used to, like, Bournemouth were a lower league club. So we have 4 tiers of professional football. So it'd be like if the NFL had the NFL, NFL B, C, and D, right? And the standard drops all the way down. But instead of having a draft,
10 seconds
young
remaining.
players that just get hoovered up from, like, youth
5
academies.
seconds
So
remaining.
every club has, like, a little youth team. And they get some of the local lads in or whatever, someone who's at school that looks good. And if they're really good, a big club comes in and yoinks them. And if they're like okay, and they might do something, they'll stay in the lower leagues for a few seasons. And if they make it, then they get picked up by another club. Or a team like ours, Bournemouth, we just got promoted back up to the top division after a couple of seasons in the second division. Meaning the championship, as it's called. But it's like the second tier. So we were in the third tier for almost our entire existence. And you see a lot of teams coming and going, because you're sort of in the middle. So you're watching teams go up, and you're watching teams go down, and you're just sitting there being boring. And then we had a really good run after we'd had a really terrible run. So to give you some idea of where we went from, we were this third tier team for
Dire
almost our
team
entire life.
Drow Ranger.
Then we got relegated to the bottom tier, and because our finances were buggered, the ruling that the Football Association puts on you is you're going to have a points deduction to punish you for going broke. So this is to put teams off what they were doing, which was running up huge debts, declaring bankruptcy, and still existing as a football team.
5
So they wanted to put a
seconds
stop to
remaining.
this. It's the fair play regulations. Because you had teams like really fucking doing some stupid shit with money. So minus 17 points we started the season on, minus 17. Got in a new manager, Eddie Howe, former player. He's younger than me. He'd never managed before. He was a recently retired player. He came in as our manager. We had a transfer embargo because we had no money, so we couldn't sign anybody permanently. We had to get players on loan or on free transfer. Oh, Gillingham. Yes, Gillingham. I fucking hate Gillingham as well. Thank you. So he managed to keep us up. Last game of the season, we win away. I think it was at Wrexham. Win, stay in the league, like the professional leagues. If we drop down,
5 seconds
we drop
remaining.
out. We're playing non-league football, which is like we'd lose all our
5
players. We'd
seconds
be a
remaining.
semi-professional team. There's almost no coming back from that. It's like an unbelievable
Team
slog.
ban.
So he keeps us up. Then he takes us up to the next division, to League One, third tier of football. We're back where we belong. We get bought by a rich Russian lad, some fucking oligarch, billionaire, for some reason buys Bournemouth. Puts a bit of money into us. Not a lot. He genuinely
10
didn't
seconds
sort of
remaining.
pump money in, but he cleared our debts and put some money in. Good,
5
some decent
seconds
purchases,
remaining.
good team. We rise all the way up to the Premier League. We're there for 5 seasons. It's going bad. They've sacked Eddie Howe, this manager who's been there for like 10 years, seen the club all the way through from rock bottom to the top. But the faith is gone. They get rid of him. And then, there was a spell in the middle where he left Bournemouth to go to another team. It was a disaster. He came right back. We had a song about it. Anyway, it was quite funny. So we get relegated. We get a new manager in. He's dog shit. I hate him, but whatever. We get promoted again. So this season we're back in the top flight. But it's very hard for a newly promoted team with no money and the smallest ground in league football, in Premier League football, to buy good players. So we generally have to buy players from the lower leagues. So we go and sign players from tier 2 and tier 3 clubs, hope that they come good, and that's where we are. Clubs like Man City went out and bought the best striker in the world for like a fucking fortune, probably paying him 400 grand a week or something like that, because they're owned by oil billionaires. They can just do whatever they like. There's no comparison to this in esports. There really isn't.
Just not enough players for that kind of like money moving stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I guess,
sure that'll be the case
maybe
eventually,
but...
don't you think?
Yeah, I guess, but like thinking of like, I mean, football's the biggest game in the world, right? So it's got the fact that you guys have 4 different tiers of like professional divisions.
But that's unique. That's unique to the UK. Because obviously the game's been here for longer. Like we've got professional teams that are like 140 years old, and they've been going that whole time. Because those teams were founded by like factory workers and people like that. So every town has a team, and a lot of those are professional teams. And some cities and towns have more than one team. So there's a lot of history there, and a lot of sort of support based on the fact that, well, my dad supported Bristol Rovers, so I'm a Bristol Rovers fan. My second team is Villa or whatever, you know, whatever it is. So we've got that history of it. It's a bit different. And a lot of these teams, they run on a very shoestring budget, and they kind of set it up so that some of the money from the top filters down, but it's like classic Reagan trickle-down economics. It doesn't really pay the bills, but it kind of has kept it alive this long, which is impressive.
Well, hey, at least there's a lot of good jobs for all the soccer players, I guess. Guess they all get to, more of them get money.
StarCraft?
Sorry, I thought I meant to say soccer. I'm probably just mumbling.
I thought you said StarCraft. Yeah.
Maybe they play both, you never know.
Amos, you said that twice now. I saw it the first time, mate. You're not going to lose your LVP because you shouted out Eddie Howe. It's not going to happen, mate.
Is there a way to take them back?
Take who back? LVPs?
The LVPs, yeah.
I could retract it. I'm sure it would go through.
Don't I have a veto or something?
No, you're a guest.
Fuck. I thought I had power.
No, sorry, mate. I'm very happy you're here, but I'm not going to let you come in and fuck things up. Amos gets LVP. That's all there is to it.
Well, I'm going to have to send Amos back his $200 now, I guess.
Librarian, alright, so tell me in Spain, how many teams in the second tier are B teams for top teams? Same in Italy. Same in Germany. In France, you have a second division. Is there a third and a fourth?
Prepare for
in Italy, is there a third and a fourth that are like professional, full-time professional teams, not just C teams? You're talking out your ass.
Make yourself better?
I mean, you can look it up. Go ahead and look it up. You don't have to believe me. Go ahead and look it up.
The stench of death is upon you.
Action Dan on the brew. Action Dan normally plays Pango. Might have been banned in the banning stage. I missed that.
My best. I outshine you immeasurably.
The old earn rush on the way.
Get that in.
That's good
then
build.
We've got Zoe Pudge, which is a rare pick. We don't see Zoe playing Pudge very often. This is going to be mid ScienceWhizBen on the Necro. ScienceWhizBen is terrible. And Paragon is one of the worst players. Paragoon they changed their name to because we've called them that in the game.
To battle.
And then it looks like a carry Drow. They lads love picking Drow. I think with Clock and Dawn and Timber, they actually have quite a few ways to get on top of her.
Yeah, that's true. Even Jug is pretty good.
Right, what do you think about Blink Jug? Unbelievable!
It is actually necessary in most high-level games at some point, because otherwise you can't get in range to cast Omni Slash, and you also utilize Blade Fury just to approach, so it's actually really needed.
So what do you think about second item Blink on Jug?
There's no way that's good.
Okay.
Too early.
Good to hear it. Glad to hear it.
It's a third item, basically. I mean, maybe you could do like Maelstrom Shard Blink, but like if you just had like Phase Boots Maelstrom and you bought Blink, it's too early. Your damage isn't high enough, most likely. You should at least like buy a Yasha and a Shard first, I think. Smooth out your curve. It's just like the Necro in the game earlier today. He bought Blink so fucking early that it's like, okay, you can use Blink, but now your hero's just not really tanky enough. Didn't have enough generic stats, couldn't cast all of his spells, that kind of stuff.
No, Librarian, I'm not dead wrong. For a start, you have Bayern Munich 2 in there. And also, we have 4 divisions of football. 4! 4! You can look this up. We have the most professional clubs in the world. I'm sorry, but this is true. I don't know why you're fighting this. Fucking classic, just disbelieving Twitch chat. Let's have a look at last hits and denies. Dan leading the way.
Not a lot going on.
No, it's Stan. Is it with 1 minute in, Kev? Give it a chance.
Oh, he's only now. He's 4-2 now. Very good.
What's my
I would like a hook to be thrown though.
Nah.
It's got 0.8 mana regen not being utilized here. Timber versus Necro mid. Okay.
Who do you fancy there?
It's not that bad for Necrophos, but I think Timber will be fine because he has natural regen from the armor, so he should be able to offset things. Necro just skilled Heartstopper Aura. Just get that free damage. Yeah,
The Heartstopper is good because as long as he doesn't right-click him, the reactive armor isn't going to help. He's just going to be ticking down all the time. His regen's going to be getting eaten.
Not too bad though. He seems to be doing fine. Fast full ring. Once he gets like a cloak and maybe a hood, then he'll really offset a lot of the damage. He'll be okay. I like that he's getting fast hood. It'll be good against Pudge as well. Drow Ranger is still a little bit of a problem, but as long as he has reactive armor stacks, he'll be okay. He's last hitting decent too, so mid lane seems pretty even.
What about
I feel like
Midas Mjolnir Jug? What do you think about that?
I saw her tease you away at once.
He doesn't win many games though, mate.
Yeah, I didn't see other players going that build. It's
Oh, this could be trouble for Zoe.
You know, if he had Fleet there,
yeah,
probably would have lived against the Blade Fear. It's a lot of ticks of damage, you know. Midas Mjolnir, I mean, it's a lot of attack speed. It makes his Omni Slash really powerful, and he probably farms fast. And you can push out waves the Mjolnir active, but yeah, a little vulnerable. Delays your Shard and your Blink or whatever, so I don't know. It's probably like a fun pub build, but it's probably not good in competitive. In comparison to the top builds. Ooh, the CM going for Arcane Aura level 2. That's a mistake right there. Powerful Gust, though. Please Frostbite.
Oh my. Just kill creeps. Deny that creep! Why don't they do it? It's every time, Kev. It's right there to be denied. It's right there. You're not going to die. Deny the rangy.
They're worried about shopping and killing. All of those things are important.
Missing last hits. Vital stuff.
Yeah.
Deny the creeps. Deny the creeps.
I'd rather them get last hits than denies, personally, but you should be able to get both, yeah.
Just saying, it's right there for the denying.
Paragoon not skilling Nova yet. Wants a 2 points Frostbite, 1 point Arcane Aura. Full mana pool, null talisman, not casting spells. Nova very important.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, please cast your spell though. Okay, thank God. He did it. Oh, that's pretty good. Clockwork got a little beat up there. Bark, bark. Midlane looks pretty even.
Yeah.
These guys are smurfing. These are like some Archon players or some shit.
I mean, Ben is not Archon. I'll tell you that much. If he is, it's criminal.
They're both doing good though. We'll kill top. Pudge has spent full mana. I'm pretty sure this whole game here. Hasn't casted his hook yet.
Well,
very important. You do use it to deal damage to your opponents, guys, in the laning stage. Otherwise, you're not doing literally anything.
So she normally plays like Pugna mid. That's a Zoe classic.
Okay.
And does well on it.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen her play Pudge before.
I see. I mean, yeah, Pugna mid's pretty good. The only downside is that people just end up killing you, so your hero's value ends up being not as good as it could be, unfortunately. But I haven't really seen Pugna at all since the last nerfs. The hero just fell off the cliff.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I play him mid because he's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, he hits a wall for sure.
The tempo is really good on the hero. Ooh, Ben might be trouble. Nope, hoBBit did not commit for it. Actually. Alright, Zoe can definitely on this hook, surely. Unless Ben stands right in the fucking way. Oh my god.
Ben is level 6. Thing is, I think if they hook Spoon, I don't know if they kill him still. Because I don't think, even with Rot and a hook, level 1 hook, he just zips away.
Yeah, you'd have to be under tower or something. It's like the only way.
I like Clock, but again, he's a hero that doesn't seem to be in a very good place right now.
Yeah, you got to be really careful with him. You know, the last year or so, almost every time I play him, I lose to them. So I just YOLO too much and then feed and then get behind. You have to like just be ready to go in at the right time with your teammates.
I think he can only play as a 4. I think he's too vulnerable as a 3. And you kind of want to just pick a hero that you go on and disrupt their game. Like, that's your whole thing. Being obnoxious in fights with the cogs is huge. That's a dead CM right there.
Cool.
Just a quick fairy fire from Daniel at full health. Nice. Not sure what that was.
Maybe he was hoping he could gust or something and thought he needed mana. I don't know. Not sure.
Any hooks?
Ben. Yeah, I still have not seen a hook, I think. Someday they will come. Yeah, you really just gotta abuse your high damage and your right clicks. You just gotta hook the supports out of position so that they have to run back. You get a couple hits in. Do that a couple times, now you got kill potential.
Yeah. Instead you got full health lads and a level 6 jug. This is an ult, possibly? And possibly kill. Dan gets his ult off. Can he get anything here?
A lot of HP.
Should be a dead Kieran.
Yep, they got him.
They
Decent
changed
micro.
it, didn't they? So you can come back on whichever one you want. That's the thing.
That's correct.
But I don't play Brew, so my question is it that when the ult is ending, you quickly select which one you want to come back on? That's nice from Daniel.
There's a hotkey.
Here's a hook. Yeah!
Oh, there we go. Hell yeah.
Nice! Hook!
There's a hotkey on each Brewling, and you can click it or press the hotkey to cancel the ulti and jump to that one.
I see.
So you have full control. But Brew's pretty fun to play right now. I like the change to Drunken Brawler is really nice. It allows you to kind of just like live in your lane a lot more than you would be able to otherwise.
So do you want to stack, Kev?
Sure,
There
I'll
have
take a
been
stat.
198 unique players in these in-houses.
Wow.
Spoon is apparently new to the in-houses. He's the 198th in-house goon.
Okay.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Can't believe they gave you a ticket. Truly shocking.
It's easy to get a ticket.
Okay.
I mean, if the goons managed it, it can't be hard because this is not a pro tournament. I think you just have to. It's just probably an online form you fill in.
Good.
saying we are running a tournament. It's regular. We would like a ticket. It's just so that the replays are saved in client. Oh, this is a dead Paragoon. Or not.
My God.
Oh
the
my
hook again.
God.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh no, lads, no.
Alright, that's pretty close. Not bad. Getting them both real low, that's going to zone them from the lane for a good 20 seconds or so. Gives Daniel a little bit more time to catch up on mana, I guess.
He's got
Crystal
that
Maiden
CM
definitely pretty
aura.
vulnerable though.
She's got, oh, she doesn't have boots yet.
She's fucking dead.
Oh, she is super dead.
Feel a thing.
But I don't, the mid rotating down to pick up a kill on the 5, I don't think is worth it, Kev. That's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but as long as he can slow down the mid push, it'll be fine. There's a catapult wave, so he definitely is a little low on mana here, but luckily Spoon believes in the triple mango alright.
Oh, yeah.
Got a soul ring as well, so just needs to kill these creeps and then everything will be fine for the squad.
So, selecting the Bruling you come out of is specific to the Ags, according to chat.
Specific to the Ags?
Yeah, apparently so.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't think that's
So,
true.
Primus play has 2 charges and can be cancelled any time. Eri might be wrong here, but I don't know. It should be a dead, Chipotle only can get in range for the ult. I don't know why he didn't just ult the Purge. He's just running down.
Ooh, I don't know why I would have just killed the shaman there. I guess it's kind of hard with this with the wards.
Oh! Hello!
Oh, he's got that cast range. I felt that.
Woo! You gotta get the cast range. Oh my, here comes Dawn. Oh my God! Dan does
Okay,
go
so
down,
that
but that was some Dawn breakering.
Yeah, that was a Starbreaker, alright.
Ben could be in trouble here.
Got a wand. Oh, he looks good though. It's just too much damage.
Too much damage.
Ghost Shroud used a little ineffectively, but got some heal back. Another good rotation from Spoon. Good Dawnbreaker rotation. Dawnbreaker TP's back to lane. Pretty much full resources. So they really don't lose much on the Dire side there out of that. Oh, hookshot bottom. Where's that on mana? So no cogs.
That is a
Gave up.
shame.
Gave up on that one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, did you see that deny just now?
No, I didn't. Was it hype?
Daniel denied a range creep.
Nice.
It was right there in front of him and he took it.
This is why, I'll be honest with you, I'm sure you tell me it's wrong. I build mana boots on Clock because he has such a small mana pool and such expensive spells, and I almost always turn it into a Lotus Orb later.
Yeah, that is wrong. You're right. Yep.
Okay, why is it wrong? Because you never
Because-
have any fucking mana on this hero.
You struggle on mana. Do you buy Earn?
Yeah,
Okay. Where's your mana going? You cast Battery Assault too
on
much
my
or something?
spells. So here's the problem. They made Battery Assault do double damage to creeps. Which makes you think, oh cool, then I can do that and actually get some fucking farm occasionally. But the issue is that it's 100 mana and you only have 400.
Dire's middle
So if
tower
you want
is
to
under
cast
attack.
Hookshot, Battery Assault and Cogs, you can do your combo one time and then you're out of mana and you have to what? Stand around hoping, oh well, my own gives me 1.4 mana regen. So to heal up to 423, I bet you have to wait 300 seconds
You
or
have a
go
magic
back
wand?
to base. What's that gonna do?
Are you
I'll
serious?
I'll
Do you buy wand on him?
every game. But my point is
Okay.
that is not enough to overcome
I mean-
the vast gulf in mana regen compared to mana cost. Give him some more mana.
I mean, a 10 stick is 150 mana. 20 stick is 300 mana. That's his whole mana pool.
So now I have to stand around and hope that I've got a 15 stick.
Well,
That's
I mean,
that's the fucking comeback.
if you hook shot Battery Assault.
Oh my god,
Cogs,
Ben,
and
this would be
Bleed.
such a play. Didn't have a stick.
Is under attack.
Didn't have it. They're trying to get him here.
Radiant's top
Paragon,
tower
use your ult, you idiot! You have ult! Oh, why was ult not used at any point there?
Paragon wants this NPR kill real bad and gave up the Timber one. Is what happened.
You can use Q for Vish.
Radiant's
Oh!
bottom tower is under attack.
It worked? Okay. All right, Timber lives though. I get what you're saying. Clock does have some mana issues, but between like Clarity's Magic Stick Urn that usually solves the problems. And you kind of need Tranquil Boots because otherwise, even if you have Arcanes, you get low on HP. If you ever have a fight where you get down to 25%, you just have to go back to base. Is the problem?
No, mate, because then you've got the urn, haven't you? Get an urn charge in you, you'd be grand.
Yeah, but then you're healing. You're burning all of your urn charges just to heal.
Just one. He's look at this. The lad's got
He's a tanky lad.
19.5 health regen. Here's my problem with your version of events, all right?
Okay.
Is that you're swapping a bit more health regen, right? 14, yeah, I'll grant you, that's a lot. For no mana regen. And all I'm saying is, you get the urn.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. Clearly I'm
What's the
right,
cost?
though.
What's the cost difference between being right? Obviously, what's the difference between cost difference between Tranquils and Arcanes?
Almost nothing.
That's not true.
You're gonna get boots anyway.
Bro, check the cost difference between Tranquil and Arcanes right now.
Well, the Tranquils, you've got, let me think, you've got 2 bits, 600 gold for Tranks, as well as the boots. So it's what 1050 or something?
And 925 for Tranquils.
925. So that's barely much, but you get that with First Blood.
How much
mate.
is Arcanes?
Well, it's 800 plus the boots.
Yeah, so Arcane Boots is
gold.
1300. So it's it's 375 gold difference.
Right, exactly. My point.
So what can you spend that 375 gold on if you buy Tranquil Boots?
You're gonna get that anyway, because you're shoving waves out with Rocket Flare. I think I've made myself clear, Kev.
You could spend that 375 gold on mana regen or
Nah.
something.
But that's not permanent. Here we go. Big hook.
Could be.
Oh, I don't know about this. Oh, lordy. The dawn comes in. hoBBit with the big hook. Oh my god, stuns like 3. Oh dear.
Good Starbreaker. Blue Split's going okay. Changing targets though. Oh, ScienceWhiz is definitely dead. I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Jug comes in. Yeah.
NPR's Starbreaker follow-up was really good.
Yeah. Very
Just
powerful.
crushed him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
There's some
attack.
refined item builds, I gotta say, from Spoon.
Radiant's
Very
middle tower
suspicious.
has fallen.
You buy 6 clarities, that's 300 gold. You're never seeing again. It's gone.
Did I say all clarities?
No,
I
that's
said
what Chai is saying.
Well,
Get
you
a
could buy,
Bassi. Fuck a Bassi.
you could buy 2 Sages masks.
Whoop-de-doo. What do they
That's
turn
1
into?
point. Nothing. You just hold them inside.
Exactly. Waste of time.
Or buy a Basie.
Get the mana boots, you turn them into a Lotus Orb, job done.
But what about the regen part that we were talking about?
What do you mean? What, like health regen?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of tangos, Kev?
Oh, so now it's okay to buy consumable regen?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Here we go!
Radiant's structures are fortified.
Yes, the lads! Get him.
Alright. Take a look at how much mana Clockwork has right now. Oh, look, he can use Arcane Ring to get mana back.
Alright, he got lucky with the Arcane Ring.
You can buy most neutral items give you at least a
Oh
little
my
bit.
god, Kieran is absolutely crushing it here. The Gust misses!
Oh, he's gonna live. Oh, he got a Rocket Flare deck.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Get him!
Did you just hear like a...
Oh! Zoe, that
Okay.
hook was god tier! Tips all round!
Yeah, that was a good hook.
Fantasy points. Alright, yeah, let's have a look at
Radiant's
fantasy
bottom
points.
tower is under
Jug
attack.
leading the way. He is 4-1 and 2. So here's the thing, Kev. Fantasy points work in the in-houses because it's a ticketed event, right?
Ah, cool, yeah.
But if there's not a professional series going on, or it's not DPC, they turn it off.
Okay.
So
Dire's middle
if we're
tower
watching
is
this and
under
the DPC's ended and there's not a major on, they all say 1.
has fallen.
Like the fantasy points is 1 for everybody. But the moment Pro Dota starts up again, it's on. Which begs the question, is there a switch somewhere at Valve that they're flicking on and off? And how much can the fucking draw possibly be on their massive server complex that you cannot have fantasy points unless there's a pro game on? Eat the jug! Eat the jug! Eat the jug! Eat the jug, yes!
Oh!
Oh no, he got it off. Alright, GG.
That Dawn ulti.
Oh,
I
no,
really
what
thought
a
they were gonna get
turnaround.
him. It was that that Omni slash with Mjolnir, dude. It was so much damage.
Yeah, that was nuts. The Rock? Can Dan get him? He's close. Oh, he's away on 30 health.
So close.
Oh, I love Shadow Shaman. Woo! Celebration snakes.
I think he didn't ward trap himself. That was a little close. That's a cool serpent cosmetic. Like a girthy snake, dude.
Yeah.
He's got mass to it.
They haven't really had to fight this Jug yet. Let's look at net worth. He is big, dude. Top 3.
15 fantasy points. That's pretty solid.
But look at this. He's on 11k. He's got 4k more than the Drow.
That is a good sign, alright. Way more creeps killed, I bet. Yeah, he's got like double the creeps killed. Drow's been kind of walking around too much, it seems. Not enough time hitting creeps.
He's also died twice and only got 3 kills. He is 7-1-2.
Oh, good hook. Team? Team?
Paragon!
No one helps?
Leave him!
The great hook, but they didn't follow up.
They got him. They did got him, and then they all got. That was kind of a weird one. Who did they hook?
Decided to, they hooked Dawnbreaker behind the tower about here.
That's pretty big.
And then Drow Ranger was here, fighting sort of with these guys, and then CM just kind of like ran back and forth.
Yeah. I feel like CM
This is a face.
definitely is struggling in this game because of Clockwork. Is going for a Glimmer, but I think just get a BKB. You're useless without one, and you're just gonna die. Get the BKB. Get the BKB.
Maybe.
He's gonna hook on you. You BKB. You ult. He dies. And they can't get to you because of cogs.
True.
You give me this one, Kev. I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. It's an expensive item. It would be helpful. I think the primary issue is that CM's just not casting spells very well.
Yeah, there is.
Kind of like a problem since the laning stage. If you aren't casting your spells well in CM, the hero's not good. That's kind of how the hero works.
Yeah.
Because your base stats aren't great either, so it ends up being a bit of a trouble or a bit of a problem. So you're gonna buy your pain boots on Clockwork next time?
Yep. Because I always get Lotus up. Too good.
Buy Lotus Orb later.
No. I don't have to buy the mana boots again.
You'll never have mana boots because you're gonna have Tranquil stuff.
We'll see. Can they do anything here? I don't think they can.
Great ulti.
Ben, that ain't it, Chief. Oh, hello.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Died so fast. The whirling death and the right clicks.
Oh
Jug
my
is just
God.
too farmed.
You know what? So the Necro ghost shrouded when he was being jug spun. And
Oh no.
he just got fucking destroyed.
Yep, that one hurts.
I'll be honest with you, I had yet to see a Pudge hook, other than very early on. Lead
been
to
looking quite well.
right, but I'm saying, let me finish. Lead to anything positive for his team. At the moment, it seems they're bringing someone in, nobody's responding, and then that person is killing them, and everyone else is diving in and killing them too.
Yeah, completely agree with that. That is what's happening. They're struggling to control their hero while watching what's happening, I think. And now you have the old sit in the base because we don't know what's going on, which is just going to make things worse.
I think this is over. They're not going to kill Jug twice.
Yeah, I don't
nearly
really see
level
that
20.
happening.
He's 14.5k net worth. This lad is enormous. He's getting on. He has over twice the net worth of Drow, who has a fucking Yasha Treads at 25 minutes.
The best item Drow has is the Aquila, actually. It's pretty sad. Yeah, it's not going to get much better. Manta's not going to change her game state at all. She needs like Manta plus like a Dragonlance right now to be competitive in farm. If not, she needs so much actually.
Really bad.
She's like 2 full items behind right now. Jug, this is the perfect time for Jug to get Blink, by the way, if that wasn't clear.
Oh dear.
Go.
Oh, the hook misses. Why they didn't wait for that and then go on her, I don't know. But
Fox out of mana now. Oh no.
he is.
Radiant's middle tower is
Oh
under
wait, he's got
attack.
full health.
Oh, someone on his team used arcane boots on.
Yep. Well, that's the other issue. Is often the lads on my team don't use arcane boots on me.
Oh, okay.
So
That's then you get on the mic and you say, "Please, God, use your arcanes."
no, sorry, I used them. It's 34 seconds.
Somehow manage to press them when you're not there.
Lotus Orb, too good, mate.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good.
It's like
not
my-
worth
my
fucking up your whole
go-to item.
itemization. You're just fucking up your whole
So
itemization.
you're saying get
for
Tranks and just deal with it.
Tranquils, wand, earn,
All right.
and then after, if you want,
I'll
you can
give
buy
it a
Lotus
go.
Orb.
I'll give it a go.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I do like
And
four
then
stuff on
maybe a
here as well.
raindrop. Force staff can work. Maybe a raindrop, squeeze that in. Maybe a clarity here or there, not many. I don't like buying a lot of clarities.
Yeah.
And then, you know, ideally get like your arcane ring, maybe a keen optic, even like the Tumbler's Toy 200 bonus mana.
Yeah,
There's ways to solve the
my
problem.
jam right there.
And then buy your Lotus Orb afterwards, you know.
All right. All right, I'll do it.
You'll be a little smoother in your build, promise.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And once in a while, maybe go back to Fountain if you're like mega out of mana.
All right.
Radiant's middle tower.
Do you play
has fallen.
Puck much?
Dyer's top tower
I
is under
can.
attack.
Not that often though. I know it's one of your mid heroes, right?
Yeah, but I'm always wondering, like, it's so... I feel like Puck is one of those heroes where I get Witchblade,
Under attack.
and then I'm like, why do I want to get this game? And some games it's like, well, this is obviously a Yule's or whatever. Like, Blink always feels like a must-get. But a lot of the time, I hit that third item, and I'm like, I've got Witchblade, I've got Blink, what do I get? And...
Sanj Kaya.
Sanj Kaya, yeah, I could just get Sanj Kaya, I guess.
Want to increase your magic damage by a bunch. That's one way. Some people get the overwhelming blink on the hero.
Oh, that was a nice dodge, and they caught the drow out here as well. Oh no!
Oh, that was another great hook, but
Oh no!
not the person they want.
I remember I was playing a game one time, and our Pudge kept hooking the Lifestealer, who would just turn and eat us all.
Yep.
And I feel like hooking the Jug there, that's pretty much the same deal. You hook Jug, this is
Yeah.
going to be a very feeble Brewmaster ulti that's going to do essentially nothing. Oh my god, Ben might be in trouble here. Ben is dead! Oh my god!
There's nothing he could do actually.
Yep.
With Spirit Vessel on him and Jug Spin. Good luck.
Call it, lads, call it. He's going for the axe. So don't think it's what he needs on the
Radiant's top
Necro.
tower is under attack.
Oh. That ain't it.
No.
Ags is the build when they have a lot of right clickers and like
Radiant's middle
that can be good sometimes. And they've got some tanky heroes, but it's not that good against Jug because of his spin and Mjolnir thing. Glimmer Cape? Nope. Don't need that.
No.
Save it for the next
it's
fight.
over. It's over.
Yeah. It's very over.
Well, this has been 3 very stompy games, Kev. Sometimes it's not like this.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes
stomping
it's
happens
really
a
even.
lot more because at lower levels, because people don't necessarily have all the skills they need to come back. Like they might be good at winning lanes and winning one ahead, but they're not very good one behind.
Right.
Stuff like that.
It's a DD Jug, by the way.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's the Mjolnir, sorry.
You might. Oh, a little early actually.
They're gold.
Oh, he's dead. Okay. Let me just check the fantasy points really quick. I actually picked Jug this game, so I won.
Well done.
Decent game though.
Well,
Things
Kev,
to learn.
no, I
Play better.
apologize. This was a very poor week of in-houses. These were extremely
had fun.
one-sided games. I'm glad you had fun, but I don't want you to think that it's like this every week. Quite often there's a
Okay.
big comeback. Quite often it's much more even. And the thing is, when you have the more even games, it comes down to one big boo-boo, which is clip-worthy. There was very little clip-worthy in these games, or even noteworthy. It seemed to me like one team knew what they were doing and the other didn't in all 3 games. Game 2 and Game 3 in particular. It's just the way it goes. Some weeks, you know, you get decent players, they pick dog shit, they farm dog shit. They do nothing. Amos
How do
mid
the-
was terrible. ScienceWhizBen.
How do the teams get decided?
Well, so you have two captains that are like equivalent MMR, and then they pick from the pool of players available who they want to play with. And the issue is that quite often they just pick lads they think, oh yeah, we'll pick this guy, he's good and stuff like that. And then they're like, their hero gets banned. Like Action Dan is really only good on Pango. On everything else, he seems to lose. So if you ban Pango, you essentially don't have an Action Dan. He's just a very average offlaner in these games. Like he loses a lot. The lads almost always pick Drow. They love Drow. And they never really seem to do anything with her. I feel like, I mean, Daniel is level 25 Drow and was fucking broke as shit. Like, how do you play that many games of Drow?
They feel comfortable playing ranged heroes when farming because they don't get harassed. That's why. But they don't understand the intricacies of it. You have to transition that.
No one on their team had anything approaching a positive KDA. 3729083517.
Definitely a stomp, yeah.
That is just your classic whooping. Anyway.
It was.
Kev, thank you so much for casting these. I really appreciate it.
What about we got to give out MVPs and stuff?
If you want. It's up to you. I mean, I'm tempted to just say, you know,
I think
MVP Chipotle Aioli, 14, 1, and 10.
I don't know. I think Timbersaw did more for the scope of the game personally.
Okay. MVP Spoon, honorable Chipotle?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. Would you like to give a diss on to Paragoon for terrible leveling and then dying 8 times and doing nothing?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
Or least valuable. I don't know, one of those two.
It's up to you. LVP or diss on. It's up to you.
Let's just give him the least valuable. His spellcasting
LVP
was very inadequate. Skill build was bad. Spellcasting was basically non-existent. He he was there in the lanes, but he didn't actually like exert pressure. I felt like, and that like made his hero feel pretty much useless. Unfortunately,
yeah. The lads pos 5 is very often to stand behind you and do nothing, and then when they start going on you, to cast one spell and hope that will turn things around. Yep. That is pretty standard Goon pos 5. They don't pull, they don't stack, they don't ward, they don't do anything. So Paragon pretty much epitomizes that, and this performance definitely was the epitome of that. I also want to say Zoe had a terrible, terrible game. Every hook seemed to land them in massive trouble and did essentially absolutely nothing in lane as well.
Yeah, but that's because they were losing. But again, some of that is Zoe's fault because they didn't pressure in lane. They didn't throw hooks in lane and lower their HP, so they never got ahead. Then when they're playing from behind, hooks don't feel very good, right? Because unless you're hooking somebody way out of position, your team's ready.
Right.
So that's kind of more. It's kind of like it was playstyle on the laning stage and also a Pudge issue. So, but I think overall they're good.
What about a diss on for Daniel for being the brokest Drow possible in this game? Had Treads Yasha for like most of the game. Got a Dragonlance right at the end.
Certainly some creeps somewhere that they should have been hitting that they didn't. Because their net worth was just way too low.
Okay, so let's say MVP Spoon, honorable Chipotle, and then we're gonna say LVP Paragon, diss on for Daniel. That should sum it up. Purge, thank you so much for standing in, and I will see you soon. I'm sure, hopefully.
Sounds good.
Is there anything you'd like to shout out? I know that's the thing that people do.
Shout out to bald dads everywhere.
Okay, thank you. All right, cheers, mate. See you later.
Yeah, bye.
All right, and that's the end of the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully my fucking internet will be working. But that's in the hands of Virgin Media. There's nothing that I can do about that. Until then, I will see you guys, see you tomorrow, and we're hoping for better internet. Peace out.